Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Inspired by Mystery Podcast. Whoa. How's everybody doing?
Mysterious.
I am so happy to have you guys in here tonight. Knockin's here. Woohoo!
Oh, hi, Knockin.
Thank you for
Thanks for coming.
resubscribing.
Oh, resub, sweet.
Oh, I appreciate that
Thank you,
so
friend.
much. I'm glad you're here. I know you'll probably be
For sure.
in and out while you're working. And we got Sarah Light. Thank you for coming back in. I'm so sorry that you were depressed
Sorry you're
today.
depressed. Hopefully
I'm
we have some
sorry.
weird news that will lighten the day for you.
Yeah, hopefully we
Lighten the
cheer you
mood.
up. That is our goal, is to be cheery and share merriness throughout the land. So hopefully at least have a little bit of an escape into
Yeah.
weird shit, which is always entertaining.
And Just JT is in a great mood.
Yeah.
So maybe between weird news and her great mood, it'll rub off. a little bit.
Awesome. Just
cheer you up.
JT, I'm so glad you're here. Sarah, at the moment we're gonna get into the show.
Yeah.
But I am sorry that you're having a hard time, but we're gonna try to stay a little focused on the show.
Yeah, we had to start a little bit late today, so.
Yeah, sorry we had a little bit of technical difficulties for some reason. We hit stream and it didn't want to stream,
Yeah,
so
it
we
was
had to restart
weird.
things, and now it's totally.
Oh,
streaming,
Knockin,
so-
thanks for gifting Sarah that sub. That
thank
was really
you.
nice.
Well, there you
That was
go.
super
That
nice.
might cheer you up a little bit. You just got a present.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
true.
Knockin'. You're so sweet.
But Sarah, if you want to throw what happened in a whisper to me, I would love to read that. I'm sorry that your day was shitty.
Yeah, I am really
But yeah,
sorry.
this just isn't not the time to do it. But please share.
Yes, but we're glad that you're here. We're very glad that you're here right now.
Definitely.
So I hope that for the most part, everybody had a fairly reasonable week, though. I hope nothing
so.
too crazy happened. Did anything crazy happen for you this week?
Nope.
Okay.
I went back to work and they didn't have any work for me, so I got paid for not doing anything.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I actually got me a new job.
Mm-hmm.
I got a dream job, and I haven't publicly put it out there yet. Some of my friends know, but do you guys want to know the secret job?
Oh,
that
a
I
secret
got?
job. Top
It's
secret job.
secret.
She can't
Okay.
tell you. She's a spy. Top secret job.
No, I'm very, very, very lucky. I have who is the guy next to me? This is Dusty.
I'm Dusty.
That is my husband. He is the co-host of my fantastic show.
Yeah.
Every Monday when we do Weird News, he is always right here hanging out. We always sit there and talk about all the fun stuff that we got going on. He's also the mod. So on Wednesday, Sarah, when you were in for me and Roxy's interview, he was the mod, Dusty Rockets.
Yeah. Dusty Rockets.
So now you get to
Now
see
you
a
have a
face.
face.
Now there's a face
Yes.
to go with the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Roxy. No, I didn't have to go into work. No, I just had to wake up early and pretend I was working, and they just never gave me anything. So I've just been waking up early for no reason really, and then going back to sleep, and then waking up and checking, and there's nothing, and then I go back to sleep.
That's the best job.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's good, but I can't schedule anything around it because I was telling Sammy it's like being on call, and when you're on call, you can't do anything because you don't know when you're getting work, you don't know how much work it's going to be, so it's like you just have to hang out and hope you're not just wasting your time. But yeah, I just wasted a week of my time. So
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah,
But at least you still get paid for it. Like for me,
Yeah.
if I have to take the day off or there's no work, there's always work. There's always people coming into restaurants, and I don't get paid shit.
yeah,
And if I'm sick, I don't get paid anything. If I'm on vacation, I get paid anything. So, hey, you got paid to sleep. That's badass.
yeah. No, that's true, and I recognize how much of a blessing that is, but it's can't be a long-term thing, because first it gets boring. Second, I can't schedule anything that I want to do because I don't know what I'm going to do, and there's so
That's
many
true.
other things I want to be doing. So I don't know. It's pros and cons.
But we're all working on new career goals for this year.
Yes.
And Dusty is a fantastic graphic artist. He actually did the design of the site right here. So our Inspired by Mystery podcast backdrop and the emotes were all designed
Oh yeah, emotes.
by you,
Do emotes.
which is awesome. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my
Knockin',
goodness, Knockin', you're the coolest. You
giving
get
out
another-
subs left and right.
You're
Thanks,
so
Knockin'.
sweet.
Thank you.
You're the
Thanks for keeping
nicest
people
guy
repeat
ever.
customers.
You've been paid to actually watch paint dry.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
that's actually kind of awesome.
That is so funny. But so my new job, guys, this is so awesome. Anybody that either lives out here in Seattle, or maybe you guys have potentially heard of this guy before, but his name is Henry, and he is a famous Seattle muralist, and he's a fantastic artist, and he is also a very, very, very dear friend with me. And some of you guys might have actually seen on a previous show, I did an interview with him, maybe about maybe 2 or 3 months ago or so. It's actually on the YouTube. I did a really long interview with Henry, and he told us a lot about his very interesting history. He's got a really inspiring story, and he's just a fantastic person. And now I am his business manager and booking agent. And I'm so excited. This is totally a different job. I've never had a job like this before, but I know that I can rock it. It's going to be so awesome. I'm so
It's
excited.
gonna be a pretty awesome job.
So actually,
Well deserved.
I have some books right here. And actually, Roxy and Chris, when they were in town, weirdly enough, they happened to meet him. We just happened to be in the same place at the same time. We were up on the mountain, and we were near this ski lodge that he was actually painting. So I brought Roxy and Chris to go meet him, and he is so awesome. So this is his new book that he has, Paintings by Henry, and it's just filled with so many fun paintings. The guy is such a creative, amazing painter.
True.
He is so cool. So if anybody is interested in seeing more of his work, you can Google him. And he has t-shirts and stickers and all this kind of fun stuff that's on itsahenry.com. But his art is so great, and he's one of my very, very dear friends. Look how cute. Look at the Sasquatch coming out of an alien's head. It's so awesome. And he actually did a mural on the front of my house. He did an alien mural, because we totally wanted an alien in a spaceship. And on the whole back of my house is muraled dinosaurs. So he is super, super cool. And he's very well known in the area, and I'm very excited to get to work with him and have a new fun job. So it's gonna be great. Managing shit. It's gonna be awesome. So that was something good that came out of this week for me.
Yes.
So that's good. So a little update on the fun. Yay.
We got a redemption. Florida man.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh
Sarah Lai put in
shoot. We got
November
Florida
22nd.
man. Okay. All right.
I got that.
Cool. Well, we're going to do this redemption. Let's see. November 22nd, Florida man. What kind of crazy news can we find that happened on a November 22nd? I love the Florida man. There is just so much crazy shit.
Okay. Let's see what this one is.
Okay.
All right. Florida man, November 22nd. A Florida man demands less money during a bank robbery.
Less money.
Less money, okay. A Florida man walked into the bank Monday, whatever day, sporting a Make America Great Again shirt and asked the teller for $1,100. Exactly.
It's very specific.
That is very specific. In response to the teller's inquiry about his debit card, they told him that this was an attempted robbery before sticking his hand in his waistband with what is believed to be no weapon on him whatsoever.
You just grab your fucking belt and be like, oh, give me your money.
Okay. A friendly customer was later revealed to be an ambitious robber who stuck his hand in his waistband as he demanded money from her before she realized what was happening. The bank teller handed him $2,000, and he was not happy that it wasn't the amount of money that he asked for. The teller counted out 11 bills and 100s and gave them to him, who then left without another word being exchanged between the two.
What? He wanted less
He wanted
money.
less money. He got caught. They have his mugshot.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
That is a very interesting Florida man.
Interesting. This is too much money for this bank robbery.
What?
I'm willing to go to jail for robbing a bank, but not that long. I don't want to go to jail for that
But
long.
that's a crazy amount of money. Like, that's not that much money to risk getting put into prison.
Yeah, nope. Maybe that's why. Maybe he was like, maybe they'll just count it as like a misdemeanor or something. But that's freaking weird.
Yeah, I wonder if there's laws on that. But there's like
Oh, it's Lady. Hi, Lady.
lady.
Welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello. I'm glad you were here. Oh, that's a very, very strange one. Like, you'd think like a what is it, like Grand Theft Auto is something over like X amount of money or whatever. So, but that sounds so low that
Yeah.
you'd think it would have to be like $10,000 or less. It's a lesser crime or whatever. But like
Yeah.
$2,000, I don't think is the line for bank robbery. Personally, I'm gonna go
I agree with
on
that.
record and
It's
say that
probably-
that's crazy.
They probably don't care how much you force them to give you. It's all...
Oh, Walt, to answer your question, my dear, on Wednesday, this is going to be awesome. So, Joe Cunningham, who you guys all know and love, he's the mod on Roxy Gun Project's channel and on Risky Biscuit, and he is just so awesome. And I've interviewed him previously, and he's one of the most interesting people ever, even though he thinks he's boring, but he's totally not. I'm having him on, and it's me and Tavia, my best friend. And we are going to be talking about a class that we recently took. We all took this class called The Art of Death. And the class was through Atlas Obscura. And there was a host, or I guess the teacher, that talked about a bunch of different death practices and the way that people handle death and death doulas and like so many different aspects of death. And since we all took that class, we were talking about whenever the class is done, we're going to come on and we're going to recap and we're going to discuss and we're going to share what we learned with you guys and then get your guys' input as well on what you guys think of death. So it's going to be a really cool interview on Wednesday night. I'm really looking forward to that. It was a really neat class, and we had some really nice people that we met that were in the class too. So I'm going to try to reach out to them and have them log in as well. But
Oh, that'd be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
If they could jump in.
I hope so. Yeah, it's going to be good. So Joe and Tavia, it's going to be great. It'll be so fun. So
Definitely.
thank you for asking. I think it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It will be good. So,
Good.
so yay. All right. Oh yeah, I saw the ask how long we've been married for. Almost 10 years.
Almost.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a good 10 years.
Yeah. And we were together for like 3 or 4 before and too. So, you know, so
Yeah.
like forever.
Yep.
Forever, ever.
We met in what? 2008?
2008.
Yeah.
Yep.
8.
Yep, one of the first text conversations we had, it was the day Obama was elected. That's how I will always remember, is the day that
Right
Obama
here.
was
Yeah.
elected.
Yeah.
Is the first time that you texted me, because you're like, "Yay! Look, I'm pretending I'm excited about politics." Like that shit cracked me up.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yay! It's good. Yeah, cool. You know, we're stoked."
Yeah.
But like, whatever. So that was funny. That's how I will always remember.
That's good.
Yes. But yeah, it's cool. And I was his bartender. We met. I was his bartender.
Yes.
In
Oh, and thanks
San
for
Diego.
liking our emotes. I appreciate that.
I know, aren't the
Have fun.
emotes so cute? Hey. Just make up stories on how we met. Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Obama, for bringing us together.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
That's true, somebody.
That's funny.
Oh, no, it's awesome. It's been a really long time, but it feels like 5 minutes in some ways. And then it feels like we've done so much together. So it just depends on how you look at it.
Yep. 5 minutes, 500 years. Same thing.
Yeah, the real story is it's pretty awesome. Yeah, we have 4 cats, Sarah. 4 kitty cats.
I got one laying on me snoring right here. You'll probably end
You'll
up hearing
probably
her.
I'm toying with the idea of interviewing streamers I know on my channel. Might do it, might not. I think that'd be really cool.
That's cool.
I think that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had
Love
fun
it.
interviewing people from Twitch, too. That's interesting. 'Cause It's like a
Yeah.
little community, you know.
I think it's great. I think it kind of keeps everybody together, and then everybody's supporting everybody too. Everyone's following everybody's stuff, and we bring all of our people over. I think it's a good idea. I love it.
Totally.
fear of commitment.
Yeah.
That-
It's
and that's okay.
terrifying.
Yep.
Until you know it's the right commitment. And then it's fun.
Dusty got scared for a second. He did.
I tried to run away. She didn't let me.
He was like, I'm like, what? What the fuck? I'm awesome. And he's just like, I know, but I need a moment. And then he was like, you're right. You're awesome. I love you. It's fine. But there was like that moment where you're just like,
It's terrifying. Forever is terrifying.
but did you make a good choice?
I did. It was a great decision.
Yay. Good.
I'll do it
Fucking
again.
awesome. Good. Good.
Oh, Sarah, this one is black. She's all black
And she's so cute.
with big green eyeballs.
You make a lot of bad decisions, JT. Well, you know, goal is to learn from mistakes and make better decisions as time progresses, you know? And hey, some people are just better off solo. They just rather do their own thing. And there's nothing wrong with that too. It's cool.
And bad decisions are fine as long as the majority of the decisions are good. 51% good decisions.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
That's all
That
right.
is true. It's true.
Yeah.
He was chained to the tree. Yeah. I need a mom. I can't do it. Oh, well, that's good. We got lucky, though. We definitely got lucky finding each other.
For sure.
It was pretty cool. And you've been so helpful with this whole podcast and everything. And it's really nice that we get to do it together. It's really fun.
I just poke buttons. I don't know.
But you're better
What
at
are you
poking
doing?
buttons than
I
I
don't
am because I don't know. I'm learning, though. I'm trying.
That's true.
Trying.
Doing good.
I'm really trying.
You can set it all up by yourself now. That's good.
I know.
That's a
I
great
know.
step.
I'm learning. I'm not a technology person.
As long as you're not talking to Roxy, you can get the camera and the microphone to work. That's as good.
For some reason, me and Roxy are cursed when we try to have conversations. Aw, I'm glad you love us because we love you too. You're so
Yes,
awesome.
we love you too. What does UWU mean? I don't know that one. Uwu? What's uwu? Uwu. We were talking about acronyms that we don't understand the other night too.
Yeah,
that was
we
one
are.
that didn't pop up. Uwu.
I'm a champion. Yes. I feel like I the Tiger should start playing right now.
Yeah.
Burp, 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 burp.
Bah, bah, bah. I still only hear that dot matrix printer playing that song. From now on, I hear the printer playing it. Did I show you that video?
No.
Well, the old printers back in the day, that was like all the dots that they would make,
Yeah.
and it would be like as it went across, and it would be like like somebody put in the right characters to make it do the song "Eye of the Tiger" with the noise of
Really?
the printer. Like, I should send it. We should. Have you guys seen that? Because it's pretty amazing. If you remember, if anyone here is old enough to remember the dot matrix printers,
I remember dot matrix.
with the holes that you had to tear off the side of the pages.
Honestly, I like that. I would tear the little like whole edge off, and I used to like fold them up and make little fun things with
yeah.
it. Like I would like connect them together and make little sculptures out of the little parts that you rip off.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a good time.
That's they called it Rocky's printer. That's good. Yes, Rocky's printer.
Oh, that'll be fun. Good. Let's
shoot
we're gonna show you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna show. It's fun. That's a good thing. It's not news, but it's weird.
That is weird. And it's relevant
And
to our
it's
conversation,
freaking
so we're just gonna
relevant.
show you that, and then we'll do some weird news.
Yeah,
Lots of weird news.
that sounds good. We'll get ready for it. We're gonna amp ourselves up with
Yeah.
some Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
There you go. Got that. Okay. Coming at you.
It's coming through.
Oh man, Nuckin. Yeah, all the ASCII art was super cool. I used to love all that. Print shop for DOS. Wow. Can you guys hear that?
No, they did not.
Yeah. And it's the whole song. It's a 4-minute thing. Like,
Okay, maybe we won't do 4 minutes, but we'll do a minute.
yeah, you want to keep going now.
Ooh, they even got the
Oh yeah, it's
chord change in
real
there.
good.
No way. How did they figure this out?
I don't know, man.
Interesting that it makes all of these different sounds just upon printing.
Yeah. It does sound like a MIDI ringtone, it's true. Oh, JT. Roxy, JT wants a weird law.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, Weird Law. Roxy's
Weird
the weird Law lady. Because she loves weird laws. This is so funny,
It's
dude.
ridiculous. But yeah, from looking at the picture, like, it looks like it's literally the sound waves that they printed out, like the, what do they call it? You know, you're looking at like the
pretty
sound
good, dude.
digitally, and it puts all the lines or whatever. I forget
Yeah.
what they call that.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like they're printing that out. Like it's just small, and it's just like printing it out and making the sounds. Like,
That's crazy.
pretty much like a record, like burning it into a record. But yeah, it's got the whole song on there,
That's
and there's harmonies, and
awesome.
it does the whole thing. But now, anytime I hear that song, that's all I hear is the printer doing it. Like,
Oh my god, that's
That's
so funny.
yeah.
I'm glad that you shared that. Ooh, there's going to be
Oh,
a Lunar Logic, too.
Oh, I forgot to bring my card deck. I have to go
ahead,
get
Jong-Il.
that.
Okay.
I shall return. There's this cat. Okay, you have to move. I'm going to introduce you to the camera because Sarah wanted to see you. Look, this is Zelda. She's asleep on my lap. Now she's going to sleep on your lap.
Okay, that sounds good.
She's old and just wants people to hold her. She doesn't care where you put her.
Cool. Okay, Dusty's going to grab the card. Perfect. And then Roxy is looking up the weird law, which I'm so excited about. There's always some really, really weird ones. So, what's it going to be? We don't even know. Like, I wonder, like, why do they stay? Like, do people not go through the state laws? There should be a job where it's like, go through the laws, and anything that's ridiculous, like, chuck it. Like, if it's outdated, just let it go. But nobody's doing that. So there's some like really bizarro laws that are just still kind of hanging around that are super duper outdated. You have a very important question. Okay, so for the Lunar Logic, you have a choice. You can either put the question in the chat if you'd like, if you want to share it, or you're more than welcome to keep it to yourself.
Yes.
So let us know if you would like to share it. Or
Any
if it's
of you
just
that
in your head.
don't know Lunar Logic, I've got this tarot deck, Moonology, and they're really short and straight to the point with their answers, which I really like. So we set it up to where you ask a question, you can either put it in chat or just tell us that you're holding it, and we'll draw a question for you. JT's holding hers. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to shuffle, you're going to pick.
Okay, but we're going to have her say when to stop.
Okay. Deal.
Okay.
You got
All
that?
right.
I'm going to
So,
shovel.
yeah, he's gonna
You say
shovel.
stop, and I'll stop when your message comes through.
Yep. As soon as we see it come through on the chat, we will stop.
Yes.
And think about your question while we do this. Stop.
Shuffling. Okay.
Stop. Okay. I think the top card.
Top card.
I think so. I think the top card is the winner. Okay. Nothing is yet set in stone.
What's the moon on the bottom of it? What's it say?
It says the mutable moon.
The mutable moon.
Mutable moon.
So if you want, you can Google mutable moon and like meaning, and it'll give you a bunch more ideas of what that might mean. But nothing is yet set in stone is the overall gist.
I feel like she might need a follow-up card though.
Yeah.
My instinct is telling me I think that may be relevant, but I think that there is need for clarification. So I'm going to pick one for you.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Follow-up card. Emotions are running high with the supermoon. So nothing is yet set in stone, and emotions are running high. Does that?
That can be tricky. If emotions are high and everything's still fluid, decisions can be made based on emotion alone, and that's kind of scary.
Yes.
But sometimes it's what needs to happen. But yeah. But it can be tricky and something to be aware of.
Yes.
For sure.
So it sounds like that might be an appropriate things to be pulled.
Yeah.
Does it in
hope that
any
helps.
way help? Because I feel like, I don't know, my instinct is it's kind of like explaining the situation. Does that help you with your question, or do you feel like you need another card to help answer your question, or do you feel like that was good enough? Nothing is yet set in stone, and emotions are running high. Yeah, the second one was emotions are running high.
Emotions are running high. And it's, what was it? Supermoon. Here's the card.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Good, I hope that helps. I hope you
Yeah,
find
that's-
some kind of insight from it.
I
At least
hope
it
so.
directs your mind in a, area where you can find answers.
True story. I want a third, but I'm afraid of what it'll say. Never be afraid.
Never be afraid. We'll do a third for you if you want
We'll do a third if you want.
clarification on that. Or if you want one more.
I feel my instinct's telling me yes.
Yep.
That's why I even brought it up. Like, I feel like the first one set something up, and then this one is like piggybacking on that. But I feel like maybe there's some kind of something that'll be helpful. Okay. All right, we're going to do it for you.
Let's do it.
Okay. Okay, and I'm choosing on behalf of you. Okay, spread these guys out too. Okay. Okay. Adjustments are required.
Ooh.
The third quarter moon. I don't know what you are adjusting,
Yeah. Something's got to be adjusted.
but something's got to be adjusted.
Might just need to like hike up your underwear a little bit. I don't know what that means. Adjustments though are needed.
Yep, nothing yet is set in stone. Emotions are running high, and adjustments are required.
Yep. And what's the moon on that one? Adjustments
The
are required.
third quarter moon.
Third quarter
Yeah,
moon.
Third quarter moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
So there you go.
Good. She said, "What the actual?" Wow. Well, cool. I hope that in some way that gives you a little bit of
Relevant.
insight.
I hope they're relevant.
I hope so too. Cool. Well, that was fun.
Yeah,
That was really
that was good.
Can you send me all 3 cards in a whisper?
Oh yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let me take photos of the 3 of them, and then I'll send them to you in Facebook Messenger, if you like. Okay.
Nothing's got set in stone.
Okay, we're just going to do this real quick. Everybody, please hang tight. Okay, next. Okay.
That looked blurred.
Is it blurred? What does it take this one? Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Cool. I love it. I love when people do the lunar logic. We haven't had very many people do that. Oh, I forgot what's your damn Facebook
Oh, Walt has a
name again.
8-ball question.
Shannon. Hi, Shan.
Oh, hi, Shannon.
Yay.
Hooray.
Yes.
Hooray.
Yes. Cool. We got an 8-ball redemption.
We still
Just
have a weird
JT, please
law.
remind me of what your Facebook Messenger name is, and I'll send those right over to you. That's awesome. Yes, we got Weird Law.
Weird law.
Roxy's got a Weird Law on deck. Shannon, I'm so happy that you were here. This is
Shannon,
awesome.
are you ready?
You came just in time for a Weird Law.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll grab the 8-ball.
Okay. Can I get it? Is it?
No, it's right here.
All right. Pass the cat.
Cool. Okay.
We just have to pass the cat every time we do something.
Yeah, I know, right? She doesn't want to leave. So she just wants to hang out.
Yeah.
She doesn't care whose lap she's on as long as she's on a lap.
As long as there's love coming from somewhere.
Cool. Ooh, I'm so excited about this Weird Law. It's going to be great. Wow, that was insanely accurate. That's awesome.
Rad. That's awesome.
You sent me a message?
Good.
Okay.
I'm so glad. I really do
Oh,
like these
perfect.
cards a lot. Sammy got them for me as a present, and it's interesting because they don't really say too much on them, but I feel like they're so just short and to the point that I had the booklet that went with it, and I ended up just not even really using it. Every once in a while, if I want more clarity or something, I'll just Google the meaning of whatever moon it names, but really, I feel like the cards tell me exactly what I need in just a couple short words.
That's awesome.
I'll
I'm
use
so
'em.
glad that they were so good for you.
Yeah.
It was a shot in the dark. I hadn't seen them yet, but I saw like the little ad for them, and I was like, those look really cool. So
And they
glad
are. They're
really
real
good.
pretty. I love them.
Awesome. Good. Good. Okay. Oh man, Roxy's right. Okay. In Arizona, it is illegal to manufacture, possess, and or sell fake drugs.
Hey, stop making fake drugs.
Fake drug.
Well, I guess
That's a weird one.
so. Like, if you get caught selling oregano instead of weed, like it's still like same punishment.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you're still selling stuff with the intention trying to trick people.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my brother actually got caught in elementary, no, was it middle school maybe, selling oregano to kids, and it was so fucking funny. I gotta tell you guys real quick. I just gotta tell you real quick. So yeah, he had sold oregano because he thought he was a genius and he was going to be able to make money off
So
of
smart.
oregano, which he did for a second. But when he got caught, he had to go in and do like I don't remember if it was like a whole court thing or if it was just like a school thing or whatever. But the reasoning he gave was, I just didn't want people to be doing drugs, and I knew they were going to try to get drugs anyway. And I felt like if I gave them oregano, that I was doing the right thing because I was keeping them from getting the actual drugs, which was totally bullshit. That was the biggest bullshit. My brother was totally just
good
trying to make a
bullshit,
buck. Oh, it was good. It was good. I was
Thinking.
like, damn, that's so funny, dude. It was so funny. Manufacturing, possessing, and or selling. Imitation, controlled substances. And it is punishable by up to 4 months in jail, 2 years probation, and $750 in fines.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Okay.
Wow. That's pretty weird. I like that. Was my brother special? My brother was an entrepreneur. Forever.
Still
He
special.
Still is a very special entrepreneur.
Very
guy.
special person.
He was always trying to figure out a way to make a buck. And that was his idea back in the day when he was 12 or something like that, you know? It was just like, I'll just like sell this oregano that's in my kitchen for like $30 or whatever. It's going to be awesome, you know? So I think that's what he was thinking. I think he was just trying to make a buck. My brother's awesome. My brother's so fucking awesome. I love my
This is
brother.
true.
I want to have him on sometime. He
I know,
lives
I
in,
really
in
wish he would
Oregon.
be
He's
on.
down in Eugene, Oregon. But one of these days I'm gonna get him on, whether I go down there or if I can get him to come up here or something like that. But he's super
It'd be great for him to be on.
fun.
He'd
and
be
he's
a great
funny.
co-host for Weird News too.
Oh my god, he would. He
good.
really, really would. Yeah.
Yeah, Roxy bought it. It sounds believable. That was totally believable.
And he kind of like got teary eyed, and he was like, "I'm just trying to help people. I don't want people to do drugs."
help 'em.
And now he is a full blown marijuana grower in Eugene. He has warehouses. He's like a badass. So like obviously,
Definitely. I definitely lucked out in the brother-in-law field.
yeah,
All the in-law field, I lucked out.
you did. You did. Everyone's pretty cool. But yeah, whenever we go out there, he's like, "Here, do you want like 27 joints?"
Yeah.
And like
Here's
whole
all the
thing.
weed.
Actually, I got to tell you, for Christmas a couple years ago, I went down to Eugene, and we were talking about how we all really wanted to do something nice for the community. There's a lot of homeless people out there, and we were like, you know what, we should totally do like a Christmas giving thing. Like, let's go to the store and get some like socks and hats and gloves and whatever kind of things that people might want, like homeless people might need on the street. And my brother's like, dude, I'll roll like 1,000,000 joints. Like, let's just go like hit the streets and let's go give people stuff. And we did. We made little lunch bags with food for people that are different options, you know, like some people don't eat meat, so we had like vegetarian options or whatever. And we went around the streets and we were like, hey, are you guys hungry? Like, do you need any like socks? And my brother's like, you need some weed? And we put like, how many joints did we roll? I think it was like 80 something.
Yeah,
It was a lot.
I thought it was like an even 100.
It was like,
No, you're right. It wasn't. It was like it
yeah,
was pushing.
I think it
up.
was in the
Pushing
80
up,
zone.
yeah.
We just sat around and rolled joints all night long. And my brother rolled like some fatties, and I was like, yo, stretch this shit out. You can give more people. And he's like, some people, though, they're going to get like fatties. And I'm like, all right. So we put them all in a Christmas stocking, and we walked around the streets with all of this stuff, food, clothes, and a Christmas stocking. And we just gave prizes to everybody on Christmas. It was awesome, dude. It was
Yeah,
so
everybody that we
awesome.
gave out, snacks and food and water to or whatever, he would be like, do you smoke? Are you 420 friendly? Blah, blah, blah. And if they were like, yeah, he'd be like, yeah, and hand them things. And it was, their minds were blown. Like, everybody was just like, oh my God. Like, best Christmas
who
present.
does that? Yeah.
Who does that? Best Christmas present ever. And then, like, word kind of started getting around after we were wandering around. And we ended up at the, weren't they giving out food at the place we ended up?
Yeah.
It was like right whenever the food bank closed down, and there was some people lingering out there. So we went over there with the last of our stuff, and I think we had already given out all the food, but we had a few joints left over. So we went over there, and somebody was like, "Hey, it's the joint Santa," or something like that. Like, yelled. So he started asking if anybody didn't have one. He gave them one or whatever.
It was awesome.
Cool.
Some
Just made
people he was
nights.
giving like 5 joints at a time. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, what?
Yeah.
And he was also in falsetto singing through the streets. My brother's very loud. He has a very loud singing voice.
Yeah.
And he was like, take the halls with marijuana. Fa-la-la-la-la. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
So he was just like the weed, Christmas weed fairy. It was so awesome.
Reefer the Christmas elf. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the one right there. It
Good
was,
old
it was
Reefer.
great.
Definitely. And then one year we went over there for Christmas, and he was like, "Oh, Dusty, come here, I got a present for you." He's like, "Well, it's for us for Christmas." And I was like, "Okay." And he comes over and he brings me this joint that is a foot long. It's literally as long as my forearm.
Yeah.
Like, literally. And he was like, "I got us a Christmas joint." It's like, oh my God. Like, okay. It's like, yeah, I rolled it myself. Like, we're going to smoke this the whole weekend that you guys are here. And we never finished it. Like, we tried
was
to.
huge,
we
dude.
put a big dent in it, but it was giant. And
was so
we've got
funny.
pictures of us like holding it, and it's like out here.
Yeah, it's
It's
massive.
ridiculous,
So yeah,
but-
my brother's he's pretty fun.
He's funny.
with that.
Yeah.
It's
He's a
good.
fun guy. All heart.
It's true.
It's true.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the 8-ball redemption. So Walt, you redeemed the 8-ball. So please ask a question.
Oh, he did. He put it in there.
Oh, I'm so sorry I missed it. What was the question? I'm so sorry I missed it.
Right, okay.
I was just blabbering about things, and I totally missed it.
Was something about the Orioles winning. Will the Orioles win in a World Series within the next decade? Will the Orioles win a World Series within the next decade?
Is this is baseball, right? Okay. Let's see. Oh, come on. It is decidedly so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the 8-ball has spoken.
So for the next decade, you can bet on them, and then in 10 years or less, you'll win,
Yeah,
according to the 8-ball.
according to the 8-ball. I mean, the 8-ball doesn't fuck around, so. Oh, yeah, go O's. Woohoo. That's awesome. It lies. Oh, you guys gonna have a battle?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was fun. I'm so glad we had some good redemptions. Those are fun.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Oh,
Let's
so where
learn
do I
something
start
weird.
with weird news? There's so many
Let's
things
get
right
weird.
now.
Let's get weird. Is chat ready to get weird? Are you guys ready?
Getting weird.
We're getting weird.
Okay. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Let's start with... Oh, no. We'll wait on that one. That one's too fucking weird.
That's too good. That was too good. We
I
can't
know,
start
like,
right
there's
there.
a flow
Wait
to
a
things,
minute.
you know? There's a
Give
flow.
us a minute.
Okay, we're just gonna start with this one because this one sounds like it's gonna be a fucking good time. And I waited for you guys to watch the video, so I don't even know, but it's probably hopefully there's a video. So the title is "A Rogue Buffalo in China Charges Through Restaurant Entrance and Tosses Unsuspecting Customer."
Oh no!
What?
Yeah, the customer never expected that shit
Nope.
to happen.
It's a water buffalo
Yes.
with giant fucking horns, man. Like, you don't want to fuck with that. And it just crashed through the restaurant. Yeah, in the dramatic scene, a bystander is tossed into the air by the horned animal who apparently had escaped from a butcher.
Oh, he's escaped and he's angry.
Dude.
Now he's out for revenge.
What the hell? The man was reportedly taken to the hospital to be treated for injuries to his leg. So he lived. Yes, he
Okay,
lived.
He did lie.
He is alive.
Just leg injuries. That's lucky.
Yo, from a butcher?
He escaped the butcher. Good job, Buffalo.
Okay.
I mean, high
Okay.
five.
I don't know much about butchery. Is butchery word.
Butcherism.
We're gonna call it butchery for the moment.
Yeah.
But I would be under the impression, and maybe I'm wrong, that like you order an animal from the farm or whatever, you're like, I need a water buffalo. And then they, on the farm, they kill the water buffalo and then they bring you the dead water buffalo. I didn't think they would bring a live fucking water buffalo into your butchery shop. What? Why would you do that?
It depends on the setup of the butcher shop. And like if it's a full like meat manufacturing place, you can take an animal and they'll kill it and butcher it and chop it and give you everything. Like you don't have depending on the place.
Okay.
So and then
That's
if
fair,
this
that's
was
fair.
like a farm that has the buffalo and they were going to butcher it, it could have just escaped the farm or whatever before it got butchered. But they could have all the processing.
Because I'm just thinking like a little butcher shop. What are you bringing a fucking water buffalo into a shop? And just like,
Yeah.
here you go, good luck. Hope
Yeah,
you
no,
can kill it without
a
it
lot of them, like
escaping.
the ones with that the hunters work with and stuff, it'll be a full-on shop, and like people will bring, if they go hunting, they'll bring the animals, their kills in, and then they'll clean it, or if they have animals, like when I went one time with Jeff, they had deer, and then somebody had brought pigs in, but it was live pigs from a farm that they had, and they were having them butchered, so they had the pigs there that were live. So it just kind
Okay.
of depends on where you're going.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, this one, whatever the case may be, this dude dipped out. This guy was like,
Yeah.
fuck no.
And went on a rampage.
And went on a rampage. So we're going to watch this video and see what happens here. Just on the phone. Everything's totally normal and fine. No water buffaloes here. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
He did not expect that at all. Wow. It just
my
ran straight
God.
through. It's just like, we're not stopping. Wait, but the picture had it coming from the other side. It's not done.
Oh, it's not done. You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh, my God.
Oh, he's still got his broken reins on him, too. I think that's what that is. He ragdolled. He totally ragdolled. Which is good. You're supposed to. It's the safest way. Just moving that table. Just rearranging that room.
That's some loud shit going on there.
Yeah. We're moving tables.
Can you imagine if this place was filled with people right now? What that would have been like, oh my God.
Walt, check, please.
Roar!
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
This restaurant sucks. Just
Oh, watch out.
don't bother going through.
I can't believe you just busted through a whole fucking window like that. He's a water buffalo in a china shop, yes. And then he just
It just
leaves.
All right, we're done.
What?
Go back to the butcher. Okay, so they're
I want to see that
running
again.
around.
Okay, and they're like, what happened?
Police and stuff. Yeah, they're looking like, yeah, you really messed up this restaurant.
I really want a slow-mo version of like,
Yeah.
coming in. Oh my God. Okay, I need to see the beginning part again.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys all do too. Like the entry. Because that shit's nuts, dude. What would possess it to go through something that looks like it's a solid thing? Oh, here comes. Fuck that poor guy.
That sucks so bad.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's making me terrified to be in any establishment ever
Yeah.
from here on out.
That's scary.
God. Ooh.
Yeah, that poor guy.
Ouch. At least he's okay. At least he
Yeah.
lived through that.
I'm
like
glad
that
he's
horn could have
okay.
just gone through his gut or something like
Yeah.
that. So
yeah,
thank
luckily that wasn't
goodness.
like a Texas Longhorn or something. Like he could have just been run through.
Yeah.
And that shop would have been way more messed up. But
Yeah.
luckily, water buffalo and horns kind of, to streamline a little more.
But then you get
wow.
to tell that story. You're like, this one
Yeah.
time I was hanging out in this restaurant and a
Yeah.
fucking water buffalo came and attacked
And
me.
I was
Like,
just finished eating. I was chugging my water, and a buffalo ran in and hit me. I wasn't even dressed like a rodeo clown or nothing.
that's a weird one.
That's crazy.
Shannon, do not feel bad. You are in the right place.
Yeah, we're all laughing. That's why we're here.
Yeah, and
He's
I love
fine.
how
It's
you
okay
said
to
this
laugh.
is your spot, where you feel like this is where you belong.
At this
with us
point, he's
Sarcastic
laughing
Folks.
too, right?
That shit's crazy, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, that's scary.
That's
super
that's
duper
intense. That's a thing.
scary. So now we're talking about animals. There's a few other little animal ones. This one's kind of cool. So where is this at? Let me see where this is at. Oh, in Berlin. So in Berlin, they're trying to get more people to get vaccinated, trying to keep the country safe. So they figured this would be a fun way to inspire people to do it. They got 700 sheep and goats that they arranged in the shape of a syringe and then took a drone shot of it.
Okay.
Which is like kind of fun. That's 700. That's like a lot of sheep and goats.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a freaking lot of them. So yeah, they had said that they just put bread basically in the shape of what they wanted them to do, and they just let them all go, and then they just kind of made the shape. It's 330 feet. That's a big syringe.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. You're moving there. You're like, wow, they actually care about the people. Isn't
Moving
that
to
neat?
Berlin.
And it's just like a sea of sheep and goats.
Nice.
It is pretty neat. I just thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
You know, so
Wonder if it convinced anyone to get a vaccine.
I don't know.
Somebody's like, well, the sheep and goats are doing it.
I don't know. I thought it was a kind of a cool way to put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, whether people do or not, it's your personal choice. But I think that was a cool campaign idea.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty neat. No sheep are that smart. Sheep are just hungry. You put a bunch of bread over there, they'll eat it. Sammy, I thought you would appreciate this. Teaching a kid letters sound T and showed him a picture of teeth, and he said smiley bones.
Smiley bones.
I do love that. That's
Yeah.
so adorable. Oh my god.
Let me see your smiley bones.
Smiley bones.
That's good. That's
I really like that. That's adorable. Oh my goodness.
Look at what their country will do for their people. Yeah, they'll make sheep syringes. What's our country doing?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, guys. This is one of the funniest, like ironically funny ones to me, and I'm just gonna do it right now.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try to like come
We
back
do
to this
like
one later.
irony.
Okay. You guys, did you know that Kim Jong-Il invented the burrito in 2011? Because there was never
Wow.
burritos beforehand,
Wow.
apparently. North Korea,
What?
yes,
Yeah.
is saying that these new fandangly wrap things
Yeah.
were invented by the leader
Wheat wraps.
in order to feed the people. You know, he did a solid by figuring out this amazing thing right now.
Oh, he also invented the hamburger. Steve says.
Oh my
Okay.
god! Oh,
He's
really?
just
Has
inventing all
invented a
kinds of
hamburger? Okay, that's
Wait, but
that's better than
Kim
that.
Jong-Il?
Yeah,
He's the
back
one
in
that-
2011.
Yeah, he died, right?
Yep,
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Making
He's
sure
dead.
I got my
He's
Kim
dead.
Jongs in the right order.
yep. No, you do. So yeah, the report added that his son and successor also takes a meticulous interest in burritos.
I bet he does. I take a particular interest in burritos myself.
So we're gonna watch this video and see what they have to say about it.
Okay. Oh, good street burritos. Somebody's doing it.
Hey, Chid!
Oh, Chid, you're just in
Welcome.
time.
We're learning about how Kim Jong-il invented burritos.
Yeah. Oh. I wonder what's in it.
They were saying they do a bunch of different options in there, and a lot of it's like doner kebab and other things. So it's more of their version. It's not necessarily like Mexican beans and stuff like that.
Okay.
Cabbage and different vegetables, and then their sliced meat. Yeah. Wow.
So
Hell of
it's
a
somewhere
machine.
between a burrito and a gyro.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it
Pretty
is a new
much.
invention. Maybe he did invent this.
I mean, there's a million different kind of burritos. Doesn't make it not a burrito just because you shove some other things in
Yeah.
it. Really, like, I
And
guess.
according to the FDA, a burrito is a sandwich. So, that's good.
Yeah. But yes, I guess there's very limited foreign food that they have in North Korea. They're keeping it classy. And in Pyongyang, the main city, is where they have some options that are considered foreign food.
This says those who have escaped the secretive state have also poured doubt on the idea that the wraps are common there. This dude was born there, born into an elite North Korean family, but fled the country in 2014, said most of his countrymen couldn't even dream of such a meal. This is because they're not even given an opportunity to encounter it, and the majority of citizens do not have money to buy the foreign food. So, okay, so he invented this food to help everyone out, but no one can afford it or have access to it.
So that's
Super helpful.
Good, right?
This is real helpful,
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
Ill.
super helping. And look, this is a mural of him surrounded by burritos.
Look at my invention.
And even if they have money, there's no place to eat it. In the 1990s, bread and butter lovers were satirized and criticized as socialist traitors.
Wow.
Because you like bread and butter? Oh, I'm like the biggest socialist traitor you ever met in your fucking life then, because I love me some bread and butter. Well, Pyongyang also has a massive fake hotel that they hire people to stay at when they have guests to the country. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Kim Jong-un with the golfing. Yes, and that was something I was going to bring up, too, because it totally says in here. Hold on, let me find it. Is it here? Yeah, because it says exactly that this wasn't his first one, and it said he got like 1 million hole-in-ones on. Oh yeah, there it is. He's supposedly shot 11 holes in one during his first ever round of golf, when he claims to have shot an unprecedented 38 under par.
Yeah. 11 holes in
11
one
holes in one.
during his first ever round.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
totally.
So that's
Didn't he
totally
also
logical.
like discover like a real unicorn or something like that a few years ago? Didn't they come out and say that he found a real live unicorn?
Something that's ringing a bell with me. I don't remember the details, but
and then that started all the memes of him riding unicorns and stuff. But it was because he said he found a real unicorn.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember something to the effect of that.
Oh, Chid says fake news because there's not that many par threes on a golf course. Okay. Well,
See?
Damn, I was about to believe him too.
But yeah, I've never seen any burritos or wraps on sale in North Korea, somebody said. So obviously there's some places, but making it seem like, look, we're feeding the whole country. We have all these burritos everywhere. And then they were like, we don't have those. What are you talking about? So I thought that was interesting.
He invented the burrito. Of course he gets all the one.
Yeah,
I mean, a
dude, this guy
burrito is a
fucking
big
sucks.
hole in one. Like, good job with the burrito. High five. Hole in one, man.
Yeah. So
That's so funny.
that's a weird one. I just thought that was funny, where it was like, oh yeah, okay, you totally invented it. Totally
Burritos and burgers.
invented it. I believe you.
Did you say he fucks big time? JT said he fucks big time. Yeah, he fucks the worst.
He's super fucky.
Fooper fucky.
Oh my god.
He's like the fooper fuckiest guy.
I just don't understand that whole thing.
I don't get it.
don't
That's fun though. That's good.
People are
Thank you for
crazy.
inventing burritos. I mean, I know I've been loving them.
like they're just claiming all this shit. Yeah, and Steve said something about him saying he invented a hamburger.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just make up shit like that, but they do, because their information is so controlled.
Chid, the worst. That was, come on. That was good.
Oh, this is weird. It won't let me look at the thing. Hold on.
What? Let us look at it.
There we go. All right, pulling up our next thing. This is kind of a bummer. They just did a Russian rocket test, and it totally failed, and it crashed into the ocean. Yeah. So that's, I think, like, at least worthy news. Like, okay, they're trying to do some big rocket stuff, and it did not work. Oh, come on. No thanks. Leave me alone.
I said no.
Yeah, good thing that it hit the ocean and it wasn't like over a populated area.
Yeah.
So the rocket stage was due to be in orbit for thousands of years. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't even
Good.
get it out of the atmosphere. I mean, once you do, I guess you're good to go. But yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. Russian rocket part came crashing down. And that sucks. That sucks, dude.
Shit, maybe they were trying to crash it into the ocean. We don't know. If they were, good job. Like, nailed it.
We will crash rockets all over you guys. Watch out.
Yeah. We'll crash rockets. We will just rain rockets down on you. Or if we can get them over there.
So they're just, yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, and we invented burrito also. But okay, so that was kind of a bummer situation. Yeah, everybody just wants to tell everybody that they did all these things and they didn't.
JT, I like that. Yeah, but did you invent the burrito? I didn't think so.
I think so.
Talk to the hand.
Nope. But we got some cool archaeological news,
Ooh.
which is going to be pretty cool. They found a mummified fetus inside of a mummy.
Oh, what? There was a pregnant mummy?
Yes. Yes. There
I've never heard of that.
was 2,000-year-old mummy. And it is pretty awesome. So it basically turned essentially kind of to stone in there.
Hey, later again.
Oh, God damn it. Stop trying to give me things I don't need. So a mummified fetus identified within the leathery womb of an ancient Egyptian pregnant mummy was preserved for more than 2,000 years. So that's the actual photo there, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yes. But they were explaining that over time it basically, like different layers were accumulated over it. So it was kind of like a big mass. So it wasn't just the little body.
Okay.
So, various different factors caused it to do that, which I'm not sure all the science behind it.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. So it was about the 26th or 30th week of pregnancy when she died. And there is Mama Mummy. Pretty cool. Yeah, leather womb. Those are weird words to put together. Leathery womb.
Leather womb. Oh, you got leather womb money? That's a lot of money.
So this is the first time a pregnant woman has been preserved with soft tissue. They did find baby mummies at points, but this is the first time a pregnant one had been found. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. It only exists because of the unusual chemical process that led to the fetus being pickled, essentially, and trapped in time.
Mm-hmm. Pickled fetus.
So that's kind of gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
so-
guess my only question, do you think the dad knew about it, or was she able to keep it under wraps?
Well, 25 to 30 weeks. How many months is that? Oh, sorry, I was taking it very literally. I was like, I don't know. How big was she? Like, I was being very literal. That was funny. Under wraps. I'm so sorry. You deserve a round of applause for that
That's
one.
okay.
For
The chat
sure.
got it. I'm sure Chid got it. Anyway. At the very least, Chid and Walt
Sorry.
got my back.
Wait, isn't the body itself soft tissue? Perhaps. Let's watch this little thing and maybe it'll give us a little more information.
A team of scientists working on a donated Egyptian mummy have discovered she was pregnant. They initially thought it was a male priest due to the markings on the sarcophagus, but scans revealed the mummy was a woman in her 20s or 30s and in the late stages of pregnancy. Since organs are removed during the mummification process, the big mystery is why the fetus wasn't as well. This is the only known example of a pregnant Egyptian mummy. Emery, I have a fun fact for you. When I was based in Egypt, I did a story on how to make a mummy. At the American University in Cairo, researchers used ancient texts to experiment on animals. They believed the bodies were covered in natron to dry them out, and that's what gives the mummy its look. So it's not necessarily thousands of years in the ground. Then they're covered in oil and resin and wrapped in, voila, you have a mummy.
Voila. Super easy.
Ta-da!
When do you add in the curse? Aren't Egyptian mummies supposed to come with a curse or something like that?
I think that's part of the deluxe package that comes just a few.
All right, good
That's
answer.
funny.
You are our Renaissance man. You know a little bit about a lot. I tell you, Ian, thank you so much.
That's pretty funny. No, they are not all cursed. Jesus, come on.
Not all.
That's racist.
98%.
So, yeah, that's pretty freaking cool.
That makes me wonder if, like, really, I do wonder if they didn't know that she was pregnant, because I feel like the way they remove everything, it seems like the baby would have been something they would remove. Like, they remove, organs and stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like a baby would have been something they would remove. But I don't know. It just seems weird. I feel like that would have been in a jar next to her body,
Yeah.
based on what I know of mummies.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it was just,
Roxy, ooh, deluxe curses. Oh, fancy.
I don't know. It's interesting, yeah, that the mineralization around this fetus over time. It's very strange. It's a
Shannon
very
says
strange
that they buried her as a male and only discovered her sex recently.
Yeah, it said, well, from what that just said, is that upon finding the sarcophagus, they thought it was a male based on some of the markings.
Oh.
So I don't know if they didn't realize. I mean, some people, my cousin just had a baby, and you would have never known she was pregnant until she had the kid. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And she's tiny. It was weird. So sometimes it can be a hidden type of thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Or transgender mummy. Also possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they.
Or just faking being a male for, political purposes or something. Like maybe trying to get up in the ranks and pretending to be a guy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she was a holy woman.
Could have
That's
been
a
a holy
good
woman.
point. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just such a unique thing that it's unprecedented. So they
Yeah.
don't even know what the,
Yeah, that's
standard is for that. So there's just so many mysteries,
Yeah.
There could have been shenanigans afoot. There could have been. I don't know.
shenanigans.
It's very mysterious. Yeah. Why was it in something that had markings specifically that was like a specific to men?
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was pregnant.
Oh, Walt, good night.
Mysteries.
Thank you for coming and visiting.
Good night, Walt.
Let us know if you decide
Thanks
you're
for
going to
coming
interview
in.
people on your stream. That would be awesome.
Yeah, definitely let us know. And I hope you pop in on Wednesday for Joe and our
Totally.
nice talk about death. It'll be fun. It'll be super good. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I smell fuckery. So I'm thinking maybe there was something shady was going on. Maybe she was banging someone else and she got killed or something, and then they just chucked her in this other thing, in this other sarcophagus that wasn't the right one or something, and they at least did like a basic mummy job on her. I don't know. I just don't know. It's mysterious.
Very
so we
mysterious.
are inspired by the mystery of this
that's our
story.
mystery.
That is a fucking mystery. So that being said, there is follow-up images to this pregnant mummy. So this is another article, but you get a little bit more
We get to see it crowning.
visuals. Ew! Don't ever say those words again.
I just like the word crowning.
Yes, Shannon, I know you love death. Wednesday is going to be a good one. You should definitely pop in.
Oh, yeah. All about
It's
death.
going to be all about death. It's going to be good.
Oh, they think they figured out why none were ever found before? Okay.
Wait, where'd you read that?
At the title.
Okay. Okay. Scientists
So,
might have to do with a chemical reaction that dissolves the bones of unborn children. So the chemicals that they used to dehydrate them could have, in fact, just dissolved them up. So there might have been more pregnant mummies, but we might have not been able to see.
okay.
That.
Wait, go back to the image. It says the mummy scientifically proved to have been pregnant when embalmed. She was previously thought to be a male priest named Orgenuti. So they scientifically proved that she was pregnant when embalmed. Well, you can't get pregnant after you've been embalmed. So obviously,
Duh.
she was pregnant when she got embalmed.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
She wasn't pregnant when she got embalmed, so we don't know what happened after that. She's only been pregnant for 25 years, actually. It's weird. Freaking weird.
Okay, fair enough. That's a fair
That doesn't make any sense. Thank you.
So it makes them almost invisible to X-rays and could mean other pregnant mummies just weren't noticed.
Yeah.
So that is the thing. Let's see. No one ever spotted a female.
A famous. A fucking
Mummified fetus is a female. Yeah, fetal skeletons never appear on X-ray scans. So they were just looking for bones, but maybe there weren't even bones.
Maybe there weren't bones.
So they're talking about the pickling here. It's like an experiment with an egg. You put an egg with an acid, the eggshell is dissolving, leaving only the inside of the egg. When the acid is evaporated, you have a pot with just an egg covered in minerals. Similar thing probably happened in the mummy's body. As the body decomposes, it starts naturally acidifying. Formic acid is appearing in the blood, which makes the environment in the body more acid. So when that acidic environment hit the dead fetus, the bones almost all dissolved. The remnants of the chemical reaction, a bunch of minerals, were scattered in the water that was left in the uterus. Ew. And that made the body invisible to X-ray scanners. One way to explain it is that it was pickled, basically. Oh, look at that image. It's a 3D version of it, dude.
It's furry. It was a furry baby.
Ew.
Weird.
So, yeah, there we go. We got mummy babies. It's pretty fucking sweet.
Sweet.
I think that's a worthy discovery. After all the mummies they found, they never actually observed it before. That's pretty cool. What a time to be alive.
Yeah. Chat is voting that Kim Jong-Un had something to do with this. Pretty sure he's in on this.
He might.
He would definitely be the first leader to inseminate a mummy. That explains it.
It could happen. So since we're talking about mummies, we have another mummy find that happened. And it's a little bit spooky.
Okay.
A little bit. Scientists uncovered a mysterious pre-Inca mummy buried around 1,000 years ago, tied in fetal positions with hands over its face.
Wow. It's tied in that position?
Yes.
Weird.
Yes. Actually, let me just scroll real quick to see if there's another photo. Yeah, there's the full photo. Look at that.
Wow. Weird.
What is up
That makes me...
that?
He had to be tied after he was in that position, I bet. Well, I don't know. It's Incan.
Pre-Incan.
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 So there were societies out there that did mummify their dead like that and put them into specific positions. But
Yeah, it said that it was in remarkably good condition. The remains of the man were found in a pose of clasping the hands to the face, a gesture likely of religious significance. His burial site makes it clear that this is someone of high status, which is interesting too. The man would have been younger than 35 and is estimated to be buried 800 to 1,200 years ago. So, yeah, they were just stoked because it was like super well preserved. But what is the deal with the tying up with the hands over the face? Yeah, maybe they moved him into that position and tied it up, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe buried alive. I mean, that's not a bad thought,
Yeah,
Rox.
because I've seen mummies from out there that are very well preserved like that. They're dried. It's so dry out there that they end up drying. But they're in positions where it's like either they're sitting or they're hugging their knees or they're curled up or something. But they're in very specific positions that they're placed in, if not put in that position as they die, or when they die, they get into that position.
Okay.
Oh, Steve, good night to you. Thank you for coming
Good
in.
night.
Happy Monday. I hope your week goes well. I hope it's easy enough week.
I hope so too. We adore you. Thank you so much for
I hope
being
you can get paid for sleeping a little bit, at the very least.
here. Yeah, or watching paint dry. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. That's
Yeah.
great. No, thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much. And I'll see you hopefully Wednesday. Yeah, what a strange thing. I mean, I don't even know if they could know, but it says it was showing that the person was high social status, like an important warrior, perhaps.
Which is also weird because that's not a position that I would think of as like a high social status position. Like a fetal position, especially covering the face, is a weird. It's a weird position. And when they're saying religious, maybe like I could see it maybe like almost like a God-fearing type of thing where it's like you're shielding your eyes from something you don't feel worthy to see, or something like that, being religious. But fetal position doesn't say high status to me. It doesn't say religious, and it doesn't say like position that they would put them in afterwards, after they died. Like that seems like almost like Vesuvius type of thing where somebody died like that and they just bound them up and buried them like that. Like, that's a weird position to be buried in.
It's a very unique one. I've
crazy.
never seen a mummy like that before.
Not like that, no.
Shannon was saying that she saw pre-Incan footprints that are more than 1,300 years old that were perfectly preserved.
Wow, no way,
That's
really?
so cool.
Wow, that's awesome. That's so old.
That is so neat.
That's
I love
crazy.
that. That's good, but I will raise you one. I saw dinosaur feet prints in Arizona in the ground, and a bunch of dinosaur poop all over that I got to acquire. So I beat you on that.
And they were at
Feet prints.
least 1,200 years old.
At least. No, that's awesome. I love all this cool history stuff, like seeing those old footprints. That's so neat. It's really cool. Oh, they said it's not uncommon among Peruvian mummies. The position the mummy was found has some religious significance and is not uncommon. Mythology for people from the mountainous regions of Peru dictated that if you put someone in the same way that he is in the womb, that it makes it more possible for him to rebirth in the afterlife. Whoa.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's don't quite compute that. That's not how it works, but okay,
Not
sure.
quite, but I mean, that's a
You go out the way you
decent
came
guess.
in, and then, you can
Did it say
pop
that
in.
came from writings or something? That they said that, or this is what they're
No,
guessing?
they just said the mythology from those people.
Okay.
So that's very interesting. Cool.
That's cool.
That's
a
super
good one.
cool. That's a pretty damn well preserved
That's a really well
mummy.
preserved
That's
one.
super fun.
And it's how old? 1,300 years old? How old was
What
it?
did they say? It said at the top. 1,000 years, I think they was in it. Yeah.
1,000.
Around 1,000 years. So
Oh, yeah, it
somewhere
said something
around
like
there.
800 to 1,000
8 to
years.
12, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I would also love to go to Peru with you. We're going to go travel somewhere together,
I want to
Shan.
go to Peru.
Yeah, I mean, you're invited.
Oh, okay, good.
And we're all going to go to Egypt together, so don't even worry.
Yeah, there's a few places in South America that I'd like to see specifically for archaeology purposes. Like, they've got so many megalithic structures and just, like, super old stuff down there that I really want to see.
Bolivia, there's lots
Yeah.
of Bolivia
Yep.
to see. It would be really, really
sure.
cool. So
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
it'll happen. Once we can just get on a plane and go somewhere without worrying about dying or getting stuck in a country. That'll be nice. That'll be good.
That'll be weird.
I can't wait. Jesus. Well, since we got Shanorama on here right now, we have a super fun Florida news.
Mm-hmm.
I feel really, honestly, I feel sad about this. But there was a woman who was known to have some kind of emotional problems. Here's a little video. This shows her swimming around in an area that was known to have lots of alligators in it. And she just disappeared. No one ever saw her again. But apparently she has bipolar and did they say schizophrenia or something? She had some emotional issues. So I'm not gonna be like, what an idiot, because she obviously was not neurotypical. So that sucks. Here's her face, and she was just swimming in this alligator infested place, and then she just was not seen again. And they have had attacks there, they said, but they are rare. But they found her vehicle parked near there, and it super sucks. So, I mean, we always like alligator news. There's no like definitive answer to this one, but it looks like it didn't go so well. So, moral of the story:
Don't swim with alligators.
don't swim in alligator infested regions.
Yeah.
I told you so. Don't do it.
I told you so.
Keeping all you guys safe.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? That sucks. Okay. Oh, this one's pretty. Oh, wait. First, we're going to do this guy. It's so cute. This is so fucking cute, dude. This isn't weird news, but it's cute. So we're doing it. It's so fucking cute. So there's a little tiny baby lion. And this little baby lion was trying to roar. And it's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life, dude. Are you guys ready? It sounds like Jedi.
Yeah.
It
headline
totally
news.
sounds like Jedi. Oh, I'll play it again.
Yeah. It does sound like Jedi. It's little.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Our cat does that.
Yeah.
He just makes these little tiny, like, it's not even a meow. It's just like a half little cute noise. I thought that was so freaking
pretty
cute.
cute.
I just really wanted to share it with you guys.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
It was
little
really
creature.
cute,
Okay.
dude. Yes. And then there's another lion
Another lion story.
story. Yes. So, did you know that in Kuwait, it's totally legal to just like have lions?
Okay. Nope. I didn't know
You
that.
can just have a lion and other big creatures.
Yeah. Okay.
So sometimes they just like escape and you have to deal with it. And that's what we're going to learn about right now.
Alright.
This is her lion.
We have to zoom in on that for everybody. This lady is carrying a lion that is extremely angry at her. Back up. I want to see it. What? Not happy.
Dude. She's like, Fluffy,
It's just,
you are a bad lion for escaping. Bad lion, bad lion.
she just picked it up and was like, all right,
Yep.
come on, lion. And the thing, it was like swinging and like,
Yeah.
no. Like,
That's
That's-
crazy. Yep.
wow. Okay.
Well, this one says, shows a young woman carrying a lion in her arms while the animal appears to struggle. Environmental police said the lion belongs to the woman and her father. The officers helped capture the big cat when it was spotted wandering the streets, and it was returned to the woman's custody. Exotic animals, including lions, are legal to be kept as pets.
Wow.
So they're like, we got your fucking lion over here. And she's like, you better get back here. You ran away. You're in trouble.
Fluffy, get in here now. Come on, princess.
Dude.
Princess Pancakes, let's go.
That is totally fucking crazy,
Wow.
right? Isn't that crazy?
How big is that ball of yarn? But
Dude, yeah.
we didn't have
Hi,
time to
Crystal.
measure before she ate it. Hi, Crystal.
Dude. Yeah, that is nuts that you can just legally have that.
Yeah.
I mean, lions escaping through the streets are not good. You get one water buffalo that just goes rogue, and we see what happens with that one. You're just gonna let lions
Yeah.
just be booking it all over the place? I don't think that's wise. That's just me.
A buffalo running into a restaurant is one thing, but a lion.
But a lion, especially, what if the lion got out and then couldn't find its way back home, and now there's a hungry lion? You know, like at the first day, it might be like, oh, weird, where am I? See, everything's weird. But like when it gets hungry,
Yep. Yeah, that's not good.
fucking
That's scary.
that shit is crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, she just picked it up like it was a house cat, like nothing. Just
Yeah.
like, come on.
So there's some lion
I can
Miami
barely
is
do that
there.
with Pluto anymore.
Dude, yeah,
he's
that was a big cat to just be like carrying around.
I mean, that thing had to weigh, it's probably 180, 200 pounds, something like.
That was a
Wow.
big one.
This lady, man, she is a
That's true.
very brave.
If you have a multi-million-dollar mansion, a lion is one hell of a guard dog. You are right.
Guard cat.
Or guard cat. Yes. On that note, that's actually a good segue that you said that. So there is a mansion in Los Angeles right now that has become the most expensive property in the U.S.
Oh.
We're going to take a vote. Chat, what do you think? And nobody cheat. I know you guys are thinking about cheating. Don't cheat. Just what do you think the most expensive property would be in the country?
Los Angeles.
As far as a mansion. It's a mega mansion. But we're not talking about like a sky rise with that, whatever. But this is just like a
mansion, like a house situation. I'm going to say $800 million.
Okay.
Is my answer.
Okay, Roxy says $7 billion.
Okay.
You may have overshot that. Maybe a little. It's that one that had a documentary.
Oh, it had a documentary.
It might be because I heard them talking about something that I didn't know what they were talking about. So yes, I think that probably is the one.
Okay.
Called The One.
1 billion. I was wondering if I would guess $1 billion, but I don't know. I didn't want to guess $1 billion.
350 million. Okay, anybody else?
Okay.
Crystal, Shannon, Bueller.
351 million. Ooh.
351 million. Okay.
Look out, Chid.
Okay, we'll give it another second for anybody to pop in on this one. Okay, lady, what do you think?
Does the lady have a guess?
Lady
Lady may have gone to the bathroom.
Gotta guess. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to start off by telling you it is 105,000 square feet. Just take a moment.
It's a lot of square
Our
feet.
house is 1,490 square feet.
Yeah.
And I don't have a tiny house. I have a pretty, reasonable house. 1,400. This is 105,000. Okay, 75 million, lady says. Cool. Is it Kim Jong-Un's house? No. This one is in fact not.
He doesn't live in a house. He lives on a cloud with unicorns and burritos.
Okay, the answer is $295 million.
Okay.
295 million.
Oh, Chid, you beat Crystal.
Dollars.
Let's see. So
who was the closest without going over?
Roxy said 95.
I believe that is. I think that was Roxy.
I think that was Roxy.
Yeah, you went from 7 billion to winning. Good job.
Yeah. Good thing you took that second guess.
Yes, 105,000 square feet. So let's check this video out. Maybe they'll give us a tour. That would be fun.
Good morning, Morgan. Well, it is the biggest new home in America at over 100,000 square feet. The question is, will it become the most expensive? The estate known as The One in Bel Air, California, listed this morning for $295 million. That is way down from the original hoped-for price of $500, but it could still break the record if it sells for anywhere near its asking price. It is 4 acres overlooking downtown L.A. and the Pacific Ocean. It's 21 bedrooms, 42 baths. It's got a nightclub, a 40-seat movie theater, a cigar room, a beauty salon, a gym, and a wellness spa. A bowling alley comes complete with bowling balls and your own shoes. It's got a tequila bar, a 10,000 bottle wine cellar, and a garage that holds up to 30 cars.
Jesus!
The master bedroom suite alone is over 5,000 square feet.
No!
It's got a terrace pool. In fact, there are 7 water features in total, including an indoor lap pool and a moat that runs around the house. But the property also comes with plenty of controversy and a lot of debt. The builder, Niall Niami, defaulted on over $180 million in loans. If it doesn't sell in the next month, it will be auctioned off to the highest bidder on February 7th as part of a bankruptcy agreement. The brokers say they already have offers from a Saudi royal and a Chinese billionaire. They've gotten also inquiries from crypto whales. So, Morgan, you've covered this market. You know there can be a big difference between the listing price and what the eventual sale price is. But the clock starts ticking this morning. We'll see if they can sell before it goes to auction.
Wow.
My goodness, this is it's a relative bargain, I guess, compared to the original listing price. I mean, you take this, you put in context to the fact that we did see home sales over $100 million reach record highs in 2021, which was something a couple of years ago I wouldn't think we'd be having a conversation about. And I guess, how does it speak to the fact that this upper end of the market in general does seem to still have buyers, including foreign buyers, amid the pandemic?
Crystal. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's a
Seriously.
great point. There were 8 homes last year sold for over $100 million. Often years, there would be maybe one. So this is a whole new market. This comes to market at a great time. We had 2 big sales in LA last year for over $100 million. So this is a great time. We'll see where it ends up. This market is on fire at the very top.
Wow.
Yeah, Roxy, I don't know. We pool all of our money together. Maybe we could rent their pool.
I'll live in the garage, the 5,000 square foot
Yeah.
garage.
Well, that's what the bedroom it said
Oh,
was
no,
5,000 square foot,
yeah.
right?
The bedroom.
And that's what I was thinking about cleaning.
We could
it.
all live in there.
Like 5,000 square foot bedroom. All I'm using is the bedroom and the kitchen. Like I don't have to clean the rest of the house. Cause what more do I need? 5,000 square foot?
No, 21 bedrooms, and one of them is 5,000
Yeah.
square.
That's all I need.
Feet.
I need one room.
Oh
I need
my
a moat
God!
and
Yeah,
a microwave.
and they were trying to ask 500 million. That was the initial idea. Was 500.
I'm actually shocked
million.
it's only in the twos. What was it? 200?
295.
Yeah. And that was on the 7th that article came
Yeah,
out,
we could
right?
all live there and never see each other. That's true. It's totally true. Yeah, that's not so. It's an auction. So I wonder. I mean, if you've got Chinese billionaires and Saudi investors, which they have more money than anyone else in the world, that's going to be an interesting battle between those guys for sure. Wow, Beverly frickin' Hills. That's crazy. I wanted to see some photos of it, but I wonder if there's a listing that we can find for it, actually. I'd love to see the listing so we could see some of the photos.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, see if you can find that. But yeah, there's a fucking moat. There's a moat, and there's pools, and a full-blown bowling alley, a hair salon. Why do you need a hair salon?
To get your hair did.
You don't even need a salon for that. You can do that. We do that in our bathroom, which is like 5 square feet.
But imagine how much easier it would be in a 5,000 square foot bathroom. It'd be way easier to dye my hair in that.
Yep, excess, the American dream. You are right. Best pool for Marco Polo ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Actually, let me see if I can find the listing for it. That would be
Let's see what it finally went for.
fantastic. Okay, hold on. We're gonna try to figure it out. Okay. House in Beverly Hills. Okay. Inside the one. Okay. Okay. Stop.
It's obviously the 1%ers of the world that we're working with. Yeah. Definitely.
For sure. Okay. One of the world's largest homes. It's one of the world's largest. Whoa. Yeah, thank God we don't need to bring on bowling balls. Good point. It'd be a deal breaker. Okay. It said inside. I want to see pictures of the inside. Okay, there's some pictures. Okay. That's
guess-
the outside. But maybe we'll go inside. Damn, that's really nice looking. Holy shit.
Well, it better be nice looking. What's that? The closet?
Seriously. Oh, wow. Those light fixtures are nice. And somebody said, like, how many people do you have working in there? Like, oh my God, you'd have to have a huge crew. Because just cleaning this stuff would be insane. People would have to have like quadrants. Wow, look at that room. Damn. That red, shiny, whatever that is. Oh
Probably
my
smells
God.
of mahogany. I think that's mahogany.
Smells of rich mahogany. Oh yeah, and there's the bowling alley. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes. Okay. Oh, that looks like the most awesome movie theater ever.
Yeah,
That's so
full
fucking
size.
cool, dude. Damn, big ass living room to entertain all your fancy pants fucking friends on a white ass couch. Why do I have white couches?
Yeah,
It's so silly.
we're repainting immediately.
Oh my God, yes.
God,
Wow,
repainting
look at the
sounds
wall
so
of
cool.
moss type of thing going on. There's a moss wall
Now we're talking.
with a pool.
I like that.
Okay, I do too.
And a moat. I like the moat.
Fucking moat. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that's big.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
look at the moat. That's like dun, 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 all around it.
So
Holy
you can just like
shit.
swim laps around your
Yeah.
house.
I'd put like 1,000,000 rubber duckies in there.
Yeah,
Just so
definitely.
there's 1,000,000 rubber duckies.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have things floating in there.
Yes. Yeah, we could build an entire society. You're right. We could totally have so many people. You know how many homeless people just throwing that out there that could live in there and be totally happy and
Yeah.
good? Oh my God. No, how many people could live in a place like that? Oh my God.
That's
Oh my God.
with
so
all those
many.
bedrooms, at least double the amount of bedrooms that are there. At least.
Oh yeah, like a lazy river. It's totally like a,
Yeah,
like a lazy
that's what
river.
I was thinking.
for
If you
sure.
could get all the jets pointing the same direction, you could just like hop
Yes.
on your little inner tube and float around. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be so
Every time you come around to your tequila bar, you stop and get a drink, and then you float around.
That
That's
would
a
be
good
great.
Saturday. I like that.
Yeah, and they have specifically a tequila bar there. I
Yeah.
don't know why it just has to be specific to tequila, but
Yeah, it would be.
whatever.
We're gonna
Wow.
get rid of this tequila and refill it with something I like.
That's crazy.
Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna have a Dr. Pepper bar.
Yeah, you totally have that.
Dr.
I'd
Pepper
have
bar.
I'd want an ice cream sundae bar. Always available with all different flavors and 1,000,000 different toppings and the whole thing. That's
Yeah.
what kind of bar I would
Just put a
want.
Baskin Robbins in your house. Put it at the other end. You'll never know it's there until you want it.
Or a pinkberry. I haven't had
Oh, yeah,
pinkberry
pinkberry.
forever.
You
That
can
shit's
do
good.
that.
Yep. Wow. Wow, guys. This is my favorite room, though. Look at that shit. That's just so
a good room.
fucking fancy.
It's because they actually used color in it. That's nice.
I know. I think that's why I like it so much. But wow.
Why is everything so big and fancy so white? Why is it all so white? Oh, carbonated prune juice bar. Right next to the oxygen bar.
Oxygen bar.
Remember
Yeah,
those?
that's fucking crazy. I mean, imagine at Christmas time decorating this place. Like if one wanted to decorate for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
How many lights would it take to decorate the outside? Like 1,000,000.
Yeah.
So many strands. Inside, how many Christmas trees would you need? You need like a forest. You need like 47 Christmas trees
That's true.
in strategic areas. And then like garland, like it'd be like 5 miles worth of garland, you know? Like Jesus.
Definitely.
It's fucking crazy.
Crystal. Oh, yeah, it's white people.
Yeah, and a Dunkin' Donuts, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have Dunkin' Donuts up here, but they do have them in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I was like, we have Dunkin' Donuts, we got to go. It was great. I regret nothing. Yeah, so okay, so now we know $295 million for this house that nobody can have enough people to live in. It's great. Why would you like a family or whatever? Like you wouldn't even need that. Like
Nope.
I don't understand.
I don't know
understand
what
it.
you would do with this place.
Oh yeah, the electric and heating. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. Like what the utilities would cost. You need to have a nuclear power plant to have enough
Seriously,
power.
one of those rooms better be your own power plant.
Dude. Wow.
But I guess if
Okay.
you're buying that, you're probably not worried with the price of electricity.
Dude.
I'll sell one of my 38 cars in the garage.
Okay, well, speaking of rich people doing rich people shit, this is a interesting one. Crystal, I think you're going to especially enjoy this one. A Chinese woman decided to celebrate her dog's 10th birthday by
hooray.
doing a drone show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hell of a show.
520 drones
520 drones.
Okay.
We're gonna watch the show. Let's check it out.
for her dog's birthday.
中国の湖南省で愛犬の誕生日を祝おうと飼い主の女性が用意したプレゼントの動画が話題になっています。
I wish I knew what she said.
夜空に浮かぶ10歳の誕生日おめでとうの文字。中国湖南省で23日に撮影されたこのメッセージは520機のドローンが使われています。地元メディアによりますと、ドローンは愛犬の10歳の誕生日を祝おうとした飼い主の女性が業者におよそ180万円を
I don't care about that. I don't know what she's saying. I don't care.
Yeah, we just said visual aid.
Yeah.
But wow. That is
That's
that's
they're moving.
awesome.
That's
The,
moving.
the
That's super
drone
cool.
shows are really cool. This is a whole new cool future-y
Yeah.
thing that I think is pretty neato.
Oh, JT, it's in China. Chinese woman.
Yep, in China. Yeah, everybody was singing,
Changsha, Hunan province.
and it spells out "Happy Birthday" to Dodu, which is his
Everybody
name.
watching is like, who the hell is that?
Local authorities said they were unaware of the event, which would require special permits to lawfully execute. So she just went rogue and did that shit. It was like, fuck you, I'm doing it
She
anyway.
just did it.
Yeah.
And now they're like, you owe us $15,000.
Yeah. And then drone industry people said that it would have cost about $15,700 to do it, to rent the drones and have them
Wow.
operated.
Okay.
$15,000, almost $16,000.
$16,000 to do that whole thing.
For your
if she
dog.
paid the city or whatever. Yeah, for your dog.
Yeah.
It's a lucky dog. You lucky
Dude.
dog.
So that's a, interesting thing. Like,
That's a thing. That's an interesting thing.
I think it was fun, but
And
for
where does she
for
get the
your
money to do that?
dog,
Is she one of the ones bidding on that house? Like, if she's just like, yeah, my dog turned 10, I'm going to spend $16,000.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I have so many questions. I just
There's a lot of
don't know.
questions.
I just don't know. But this one is kind of fun. Oh, you could have done it for half the price.
Yeah. You need drones? I can get you drones.
So that was weird. So, in Britain, there is a Muslim bachelor who has an arranged marriage, and he's decided he wants to try to find his own lady instead of the arranged marriage.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you need to find a mate? You make a billboard that says
Yes.
"Save me from an arranged marriage."
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Natara, hello.
Oh, hi, Natara.
I'm glad you were here. Yay.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got back on your old account.
Good, you got in your old account.
Now
That's
we know who you are
awesome.
again. This is good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very, very glad you're here.
Definitely.
So let's see what this fine fellow has to say about him wanting to be saved from an arranged marriage. Oh, I lowered
What?
the volume. Why is it not working? Oh.
That's the other. Yeah.
तो भैया आप गलत हैं
Oh.
क्योंकि आपने
Oh, here we are, still in another language. Damn it.
दरअसल अरेंज मैरिज से बचने के लिए 29 साल के मोहम्मद
Okay, well, that's not really
I like that
helping me
arranged
very much.
marriage is in English, but nothing else is.
Yeah.
हालांकि ये खोज वो
Oh, blah, 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 arranged marriage. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, well, that's not really telling us what it is that we need to know.
Not
But that's
helping.
okay. But he had put up multiple billboards in Birmingham, England, that say "Save me from an arranged marriage." The billboards direct interested women to his website, findmalikawife.com. If anybody's interested.
We'll be checking that out.
Okay, we totally will.
Just gonna save that tab.
Malik wrote on the website that a friend suggested he try advertising as he's struck out on dating apps.
Well, you suck at dating. What about a billboard?
He did say, though, that he's not opposed to arranged marriages. He just wants to try to find somebody that he wants to marry first. And he said his ideal mate would be a woman in her 20s who shares his Muslim faith. He's open to any ethnicity, which is cool. But I have a loud Punjabi family, so you need to keep up with the bands.
Okay.
So that's interesting. Okay. It's like,
Fair enough.
we're crazy. So good luck, you know?
I don't care what color you are, but know what you're getting into. Fair enough.
Yeah. He said, I think arranged marriages have a place in tradition in many Islamic cultures. In fact, there are many studies that show arranged marriages have many advantages. I just want to try to find someone on my own first. And I give him a lot of credit for that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But billboards, oh my goodness, those are expensive, dude. It's crazy.
I haven't had time to look through all the responses yet. I need to set some time aside.
I hadn't thought this part through.
Yeah, you'll have to look at
He made a
all
whole
the
website
applications.
with billboards and didn't think about having to take the time to go through the
Yeah.
responses.
Oh, yeah, I'm
my
going to have to read
goodness.
these.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah, Crystal, you might not want to apply immediately.
Oh, here we go. Find Malik a wife. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Malik. You might have seen my face on a billboard somewhere. I'm 29, living La Vida, London. I am an entrepreneur, I'm a foodie, and I'm religious. I am looking for someone who is working on her deen. I'm open to any ethnicity, but come from a loud Punjabi family, so the banter has to be 100. If you're interested, fill out the form or check out my details.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
He looks like a nice guy.
He seems nice. Living in London. I like London.
Okay. Find me a wife. He does seem really sweet. He seems nice. Okay.
Ideal partner. All right, Crystal, you ready?
That's what. Yeah, I had read about ideal.
Oh, that
partners.
was the one.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's
just
the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I thought this was going to be different.
So, is this a joke? Nope, I'm serious. I've been searching for a partner who'll work with me to grow our love for each other and Allah. If this sounds like you, please get in touch. Are you against arranged marriage? No. I know somebody who'll be perfect for you. What should I do? Amazing. Fill out the form, basically. Oh, man. Hey, soul sister, let's chat. That's cute. Wow. What a
right.
unique way
I hope
of
it works for him.
go. You know what? I really do
I
too.
hope he doesn't have to just rely on an arranged marriage.
Roxy, and a finger gun ending. Sold. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, yeah. If you can smoothly use finger guns like that, like, that's
That's so funny.
a trait that I'm looking for, you know?
That's so okay. That's very interesting. Wow, and it says no, this isn't a joke in quotes right here. That's so
Not a
funny.
joke.
Okay, well, you know, good luck to that guy. I hope that he finds somebody that he really likes. That's really nice. And it sucks being in an arranged marriage if you don't want to do it. You know, like that sucks. So cool. Okay, we're gonna take another vote in the chat. Vote. Don't look at the screen, okay? So you can vote too.
I see nothing.
Okay, so the Incredible Hulk comic, the number one, like original Hulk. If that was being sold, what do you think that would sell for?
Original Hulk comic.
It smashed a record when it was auctioned. So this was an auction.
Do we know what year the comic came out?
1962. Marvel comic book, The Incredible Hulk number one.
I'm going 75,000.
Okay.
Yep, 75K. Final
Okay.
answer.
Crystal, you're so funny. I'm an award-winning actress. I can play a Muslim twice.
Roxy. For absolutely no form filling out reason.
Hey.
It has nothing to do with this form that I am not looking at.
Okay, so you had 75 million. Roxy's got 56.
Oh, I
Chid's
said-
got 125.
I said 75K.
Oh, I'm sorry.
75,000.
I'm sorry. Yes, 75,000.
56K, 1
Okay.
million.
JT says 100,000. We got 80,000. Okay. Okay. That's some very fair.
Those are good guesses.
Guesses.
I feel like those are all good guesses.
Crystal, do you have a guess? I mean, you're like into Marvel stuff, so like
Of course, the
Maybe,
Hulk
you know.
smashed the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely smashed it.
that's pretty
Hulk
funny.
smash
I didn't realize
record. 500.
that. 500,000. Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the answer is 490,000.
Oh.
You were so close.
Crystal
You were the
almost had
closest. You
that.
were the closest, Crystal. And you know what? Even though you were 5,000 over or 10,000 over, sorry, I'm giving it to you. That was pretty good.
If you didn't make a good joke right beforehand, you wouldn't have gotten it.
Almost 500,000. Almost.
Yeah. Wow.
So let's pull this up here. You can see the.
Did not see $500,000. Wasn't thinking that.
Nope. $500,000, dude. The Incredible Hulk. There we go. 1962. It is a rare copy. And it is a 9.0. It's very fine, near mint quality grading.
Okay. Not meant.
Highly graded copies of Hulk #1 are notoriously hard to find due to the cheaper paper used and smudging of the gray color on the front cover. Haha. There are only 7 copies of the same issue known to exist with higher ratings, and it is extremely rare to find one offered for sale.
Oh, I bet. The people that have those are like, I'm not selling this.
Yeah. And
It's like a retirement plan right there.
yeah, and the new owner of this book now owns a special piece of American mythology that will continue to gain in value. So the longer he holds on to it, yeah, it's not mint, but it's close, close-ish, very fine, not quite mint. So wow.
I like the not meant in response to Crystal. It's when he was gray instead of green.
Oh.
Not
Oh,
meant.
I see.
I think. I don't know if that's what that was meant, but that's how I took it. He's not mint. He's gray.
All right. A copy of Action Comics #1, which contains the first appearance of Superman, set the world record for a comic book sale in April 2021, which was auctioned for $3.25 million. Wow.
Well,
Whoa.
Superman.
Wow.
That kind of makes sense coming from Superman.
Does it? $3 million?
I mean, not the dollar amount, but the record-setting one being Superman.
Damn. Okay.
I support that.
That's nuts, dude. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Incredible Hulk, man. $500,000.
Yeah, so for how long was he gray? Was he actually gray, or is that just the cover?
I don't
Was
know.
he actually gray when he started? Yeah.
I don't
Well, maybe it was the TV show that made him green, and then they carried on with it. I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. Yeah, when did he turn green? Was he always green?
I don't know. Gotta find out though. But yeah, wow, that was a lot of money. I was like, holy shit for a fucking comic book, man. But hey, everybody's into different stuff, and if you've got $500,000 to spend, I guess that's fine. He was gray when he started, Crystal said. Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Here's all the colors that the Hulk has been and why. He was metal. He was an orange blob. He was orange and furry.
Wow, he's
He
changed a
was
bunch, huh?
gray. He was green. He was red, white, blue, orange. Gray Hulk Redux. Oh, they brought him back as gray. Red Green Hulk.
Really?
Wow, that's...
Really?
Yeah, so he's been all these different colors.
Okay, so that's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that. Didn't know.
Okay, our next story. This is messed up. So we've all seen Terminator. We
Yeah.
know that sometimes AI can take over. Shit can go wrong.
Yep, seen it 100 times.
This is not necessarily a case of like AI trying. Ooh,
Oh, what?
hold on, my phone is ringing right now. Sorry.
We got
Sorry.
calls.
Sorry.
It's probably AI.
Sorry. I know, we're getting called. Oh my God. So in this situation, Alexa pulls from the internet and pulls random things, and everything's not gone through a filter, like it's gonna have to be going through a filter, because in recent times, this was a kind of a messed up situation. So a kid they're on their Alexa. Sorry if I'm making anybody's Alexas go off in your house right now, but sorry, not sorry.
She who should not be named.
But on your Echo, you can ask for a challenge. And there's different like little fun challenges that it'll tell you to do. So the first challenge, it was just like some silly thing. Just like, it was lay down and roll over holding a shoe on your foot or whatever. Like just little fun challenges. So they were like, oh, how about another challenge? Let's do another challenge. Well, it was really fucked up. It says, plug in a phone charger about halfway into a wall outlet, then touch a penny to the exposed prongs.
What?
It did. It straight up told somebody to essentially electrocute yourself.
What?
That's
So you're
fucked up.
supposed to plug it in halfway so the prongs are in there, and then you wedge a penny behind it and touch it to those prongs?
Yes.
Dude.
Yes. It straight up said that.
That's
Just a challenge.
Not
It was like,
good.
hey, how about this challenge?
not good.
And it challenged the child to do something that could actually kill them.
Yeah. It was a good opportunity to talk to my kids about internet safety and not believing everything you see or hear from the internet. That's good, Mom. Good job, Mom.
Yeah. It's something called the outlet challenge. Yep.
The outlet challenge.
Somebody said something about the outlet challenge, and that's what Alexa pulled from.
Wow.
Was, oh, you want another fun challenge? Electrocute yourself. Wow. Oh, it could have totally burned the whole house down. Could have killed the kid, burned the house down. Oh my God, it's horrible. It's really horrible. What a terrible, terrible thing to do. Oh yeah, you have to eat a Tide Pod while you do it. Chid. Yes, that was wrong. That one, in fact, was wrong.
Chid, stop making up deadly challenges for Alexa to latch onto. That's not good.
Yeah, dude, that's really crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
So, be careful with that, because don't ask it challenges, because it's not looking out for your best interest.
It's not looking out for your best interest.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Bummer. So, okay. So we gotta watch out. I mean, like I said, I don't think it was like something maliciously trying to like kill people, but there needs to be some kind of, I don't know, checks on that one. Like there should be a list of very specific responses that it has for a challenge.
Yeah.
Because there's Tide Pod challenge and cinnamon challenge and the milk crate challenge and all these things that are like not good. You can't just search for challenges on the internet. Like it's a horrible idea.
There's a lot of terrible challenges out there.
It really sparks controversy. You're right about that.
Yes,
You are right. So yeah, that's really fucked up. So watch out for that one. Not good. Jeez. That stressed me out. That was like such a bummer, dude. Oh, okay. So this one here, this one's kind of funny. PBR is apologizing for a crude, controversial Twitter post. And it's kind of funny. And they had to be like, we're sorry, we didn't mean it like that. But basically, in a nutshell, they said people that don't drink can suck a dick. Or eating a dick instead. Okay, yeah. They suggested that those abstaining from alcohol in January try eating a dick instead. And then people were like, the legal must have off into the 4th. Like, who is watching this?
Seriously,
They're
who
like,
wrote
what the hell? Like, who is getting away with that? And these guys said, we don't eat what we don't deliver, and we don't deliver that. Before the tweet was deleted, the person in charge verified, Pap's verified account, had also replied to a few confused followers, seemingly confirming the sexual nature of the initial tweet's message. They're like, yeah, we said suck a dick, suck a dick.
Even the follow-ups?
Yeah. And then finally the company was like, oh my God, we're sorry. We apologize about the language and content of our recent tweets. The tweets in question were written in poor judgment by one of our associates. They should have said ex-associates.
Ex-associates. Yeah.
In no way does the content of these tweets reflect the values of PAPS and our associates. Oh, my
good night,
goodness.
JT. Thank you so much for coming
Good
in. I hope that reading
night.
helps. I hope it was good for you and gives you sparks an idea or something.
I really hope so too.
But thanks for hanging out with us.
I'm really glad that you came to hang out. It was really always so wonderful having you here. I
We love it.
appreciate that. And maybe you can come on Wednesday to see the Joe talks.
Oh, Joe talks.
It'll be good. It'll be good. But I'm really happy that you were here. Sweet dreams
Definitely.
to you. Happy trails to you.
Happy trails.
Until we meet again. All right, so yeah, PBR fucking went balls to the wall.
Wow.
I'm gonna go off out on a limb here and think that the person that wrote that was drunk.
Maybe.
They were probably a little drunk, and they're in charge of social media.
Mm-hmm.
And
I want to know what the response was. Like, what did they say in response that backed it up? That was like, yeah, no, eat a dick. Like,
oh, you heard me right.
what- yeah, that's what I said.
Please eat a dick kindly.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up because, you know, people are alcoholics. They have, like, struggles with addiction and stuff like that. And they're like, well, if you don't want to drink, eat a dick.
Yeah. No, it's terrible.
Yeah, you can't get drunk on PBR. You'd have to drink a bunch. But maybe the employees, they get, like, unlimited supply. Like, yeah, it's such a
Tipsy.
pansy thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was fucking funny, personally. I thought that was hilarious.
Should stop drinking and working.
Okay, so I guess more on like crazy people news right now. Palm Beach police investigate flyers telling woke people, woke New Yorkers, to stay out of Florida. So this is the thing, apparently. So I don't know. I'm a little behind the times with stuff. You guys might already know. I don't know. But apparently, woke initially was like, oh, your mind's expanded, you're open-minded, you know, you're like woke to the fucking universe or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Apparently, it has changed meaning, which I just learned about this. I didn't realize that it was necessarily like turned into a like derogatory term at this point.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that either, but
yeah.
I can see it.
So basically, in a nutshell, but I guess before I get into that, is somebody was making these flyers telling New Yorkers to get out of Florida and putting them on cars that had New York license plates. And there are a lot of New York license plates in South Florida. South Florida is notoriously known for being like all New Yorkers and shit. So they were going around and just saying, stay out of Florida. So yeah, woke is the new triggered. Okay, so that kind of explains that. So it says, if you're one of those woke people, leave Florida. You will be happier elsewhere, as will we. So that's what it was said on the flyer. So what does woke mean? Let's see. We looked at... Okay, hold on. I'm going to scale it down for you guys.
Yeah, you darn hippies. Damn hippies, get out of here.
God. So the dictionary just defines woke in the political context as meaning aware of and actively attentive to important facts and issues. Okay, all right. Sure, that's what it initially meant. That's good. Some conservatives, however, use the word as an insult against liberals, saying it means the person is overly sensitive and moralizing and sees racism where it does not exist. Former President Trump, I hate even saying his name, he said in a news interview last year that woke means you're a loser.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, okay, for sure. So it's the new libtard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we might be able to use them in conjunction, but it sucks because originally woke, yeah, you're aware of stuff, you know, and you're like paying attention to issues and all of that stuff. But then they're like, are you paying attention to issues, you fucking idiot? fucking morons, you
Yeah.
know? Like, it just means you're a loser.
Yeah.
So, that's a thing.
Well, to be fair, I never liked the term woke anyways. It just sounded dumb.
No, it's cheeseball.
Yeah. It sounded ignorant. And I
It
felt like
does.
the people that were using it were not woke.
Yes.
And it's like, I see where you're going, but I don't feel like you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
But
I agree.
But
I
so, you know,
I
now
totally
if it's like a derogatory
agree.
thing, like I understand, I get it.
But it's only derogatory from the other side, you know?
Yeah.
So I think people that consider themselves to be woke might still use those terms.
Yeah.
But then when
And
it
it
comes
pretty much
down to
just
it,
like you said, it depends on the side that's saying it. Because even if it's a different term, like Natara said hippies. So yeah, there could be one side saying, you darn hippies, and like using hippie as like a bad thing. But then on the hippie side, they're like, yeah, we're hippies. Like, hell yeah, I'm a hippie. Like, I believe in this, 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 and this. I believe in nature,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like they embrace the term, but the other side is like,
Mm-hmm.
like when they're talking to their friends, they're like, fucking hippies, you know? Like, now it's a derogatory term. And I think it's the same thing with woke, and they're using woke. Just like people call people hippies that are not hippies. You know,
Yeah.
what are you, a hippie? Like, no, I'm just nice. Like, but yeah. So
Totally.
you know,
But I think
it's
Crystal's
derogatory.
onto something because expanding your mind and knowing stuff is stupid.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it's like stay dumb,
Especially in Florida.
especially in
Are
Florida.
you bringing
which I feel so
open-minded
sad about.
ideals into the state? Stop
We
it.
can't have it.
We don't
Go
want
back
that.
to New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Bunch of idiots, dude. Like, who the hell's
Meanwhile,
doing
how
that,
much
man?
of the population in Florida is from New York? Like, that's, okay,
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah, I just want everyone to have their needs met. And boy, does that make people mad. Yeah,
really
I mean,
does, like-
when we say it out loud, it's just so asinine. I just don't understand how there's so much pushback on it. I
Yeah, it's
do
weird.
not get it. I guess I'm just too woke,
Yeah, far too woke.
dude. So bad. I read that and was like, oh my God.
That's, going from Florida, that just makes, yeah, it makes sense. It fits right in there. Florida.
So fucking
What are you
bad.
woke?
Well, considering we just talked about something icky and I had to say the word Trump, we're going to do something really cute right now instead. We're just going to cover it up with cute penguins.
Yeah, I like this technique. We'll talk about sad things and terrible things, and then we'll cover it up with a cute animal.
Yeah,
That's good. Good follow-up.
I feel good about it. I really do. I'm reading the chat real quick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one lone Floridian. Like,
Yeah.
go back where it came from.
Yeah. The only actual Floridian.
So these little penguins, it's so cute. You know, penguins, they mate for life. And they just went on a nice little stroll holding their little flippers. And these people went on their honeymoon and they're like, oh, we want to go see all the little cute guys on our honeymoon. And they observed like the cutest thing ever. And they are just so fucking cute. This is in Cape Town, South Africa.
Naturally.
And look at them go. We're going to zoom in on this one. They even drew a little heart. They're like, it made a heart shape. They're just standing at the beach, like gazing
hold-
into each other's little penguin eyes.
Just holding flippers.
Oh my
That's cute.
God. It's so freaking cute. Oh, there's a video
Oh,
too.
there's a video
oh my
of it?
God. We're
Okay,
watching
good.
this video immediately. They're holding each
They're
other's
just standing there holding
flippers.
flippers. That's cute. That's pretty cute.
Good
At the
night,
water's
Chid.
Good night, Chad.
Sweet dreams. Thank you for coming. I love you.
Yes. Thanks for the laughs. Thanks for the sarcasm. And the support.
Oh, we're just having a little stroll. I like strolls on the beach. I do too. Let's stroll together.
That's
Aww.
pretty cute.
Oh, thank you, Chid.
Oh, thanks, Chid.
I appreciate
Thank
you. Thank you.
You're the best.
Mm.
Have a good night. We'll see you Wednesday,
you.
hopefully.
Check you later. Well, how cute was that
Well,
shit?
that's pretty cute.
I thought that was pretty fucking
Romantic
cute, dude.
penguins.
I know. Aww. I just had to share that. I was like, this is the cutest thing ever. And it wasn't even weird news, and it wasn't even from this week. I don't care. I found it, and I was like, yes, we're sharing that. We're totally sharing that.
Oh, Crystal, I'll never find my... Wait, have you been looking for your penguin? You're not a penguin, Crystal. This is the problem. Stop looking for a penguin. You're not a penguin.
You need to get off penguin Twitter.
Yeah,
or
you're on the
whatever.
wrong Twitter. That's the wrong Tinder.
Okay, so as we've talked about, actually, in more. Yeah, would you fill out the damn form? Oh, that's so funny. That's so
Roxy's
funny.
already got it halfway filled out, really. She just has one question.
There we go.
You just need to know how tall you are.
That is so funny. Yeah, shit. Busted. Busted. But yeah, as we were talking about previously, we were talking about our fears. We were talking last week with Roxy about that. And tornadoes are the scariest thing to me. And we were talking about, oh my God, it rips your house away, and then your shit's flying everywhere, and then you're flying, and it's just horrible. Yeah. Well, that's cool news. A photo from a tornado-damaged home lands almost 130 miles away.
Wow.
That is far. That is so far, dude.
Yeah.
So it was just like hanging out in her driveway, and she was like, what? This is weird. It was like stuck in the windshield. And come to find out, it was an old family photo from 1942.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Yep, it was super, super old. And it hit in the middle of the night, and it just tore shit up, and it was totally debris from somebody's house.
And it was under a windshield wiper, so it fell and landed on her windshield like that?
Yeah.
Like it was a note.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That seems like a very weird way for that to land.
So they shared it on Facebook. Like, does anybody know whose family this is? That we found this photo, and somebody got tagged in it, and it got returned. 130 fucking miles.
Wow, that's awesome. It got returned,
dude.
Yeah, how did she ever find that? That's crazy.
Well, it says the photo that traveled 130 miles is unusual, but not that unusual. Oh my God, that stresses me out. In one documented case from the 20s, paper debris traveled 230 miles from Missouri to southern Illinois. The paper debris rides winds, sometimes reaching heights of 30,000 to 40,000 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
That's like international like flight status. That's really high.
Totally.
Wow. That's crazy. But yeah, it said it gets swirled up and then everything flutters to the ground. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty damn neat that they were able to get that back, and the power of social media helps so much, because without that, someone would just get this photo and just be like, weird. I have no idea. Maybe put it in the newspaper, a local newspaper, but like if it's not local, then you're screwed.
That's really cool that they were able to track that down
really,
on Facebook.
really cool.
It's trippy though.
Yeah. And to get it back and it's not completely destroyed. It's not completely soaked and like curled up and all fucked up. Like it looks like it's in pretty damn good condition, considering it went on a whole adventure, sucked up in a tornado and went on an adventure.
It didn't get moved through rain clouds or anything, which is good. And just floated around and then landed on her windshield, under her windshield wiper.
Yeah. Yes.
I wonder if somebody found it like on the sidewalk or something next to the house and put
and
it
maybe
under
thought it was hers.
wiper.
Maybe, yeah.
I can't believe that it landed under her windshield wiper. No way. I'll believe anything else. I don't believe that.
Yeah. No, that is a weird one. You're right.
Air mail. Sometimes I'm Jaeger. Hello.
Hey, Jaeger.
Jaeger.
What's up?
Right.
Nice to see ya. Yeah, it's literally airmail. That's
definitely
hilarious. That's really funny, actually.
Speedy delivery.
Oh, man. Weird. It just stresses me out thinking that your shit can just fly up and like, oh my God, I don't like it. I don't like
Your
that.
papers will fly 200 miles away.
Nice to have you here, Yaga.
Yes.
So speaking of letters or items such as that being lost, this is a very neato story.
Okay.
So a World War II soldier's long lost letter was delivered to his widow 76 years later.
Wow. No way, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he had wrote a letter to his mother when he was in World War II, and somehow it never got delivered. And it was found, and it was given to his wife, who's still alive.
Gotcha.
So let's see what they have to say in this here video.
Okay.
Overnight delivery, it was not. A letter dating back to World War II has now made its way to Woburn decades later. That letter was from a soldier serving overseas to his mother.
Now, his family finally received it 76 years later. The soldier's widow telling Julie McDonald this very special delivery is now a treasure.
I loved him dearly, and he was quite a guy. I still feel his presence. I really do.
For 6 years now, Angelina Gonzalez of Woburn has been missing her late husband, Johnny, her soulmate of 61 years, and the father to her 5 sons.
It was just a funny feeling that I had, like he was around us at Christmas time, you know, because it was one of his favorite times of the year.
So imagine the family's joy to open this, a hello from heaven, in the form of a long-lost letter.
This was written December 6th, 1945. Wow. It says, Dear Mom.
Now, Angelina was his bride, of course, but this message was written by her lifelong love, her Johnny, just the same.
I love it. I love it. When I think that it's all his words, I can't believe it. It's wonderful. And I feel like I have him here with me, you know?
Angelina hadn't met her husband when he wrote it. He was 22, serving overseas, and counting the days till he'd be home.
Give my love to the family in regards to all. Take care. Loving kisses, your son, Johnny. I'll be seeing you soon, I hope.
The 76-year-old letter recently turned up at a post office in Pittsburgh. And as sweet a surprise as this overdue delivery was, Angelina never needs reminding of just how good she and her Johnny had it.
We were good together. Yep, I had a good life. I really did. It was wonderful.
Julie McDonald, WBZ News.
That's awesome. What a magical gift for her. That's amazing.
It is.
Super cool.
That's so cool. And she just seems so gracious and so happy. Like it really meant a lot to her. That's so cool.
Definitely. That's awesome.
And it made Roxy cry. I knew we had to do something today that got Roxy to cry. That's really, really, really sweet. And he died in 2015. So he hasn't even been gone that long. Okay. That would have been awesome if the letter came back to him and he was like, what?
Like, whoa.
No way.
Yeah, you get your own letter. Yeah.
It's so, so, so sweet. Oh, it's so great. We are uncertain where the letter has been for the past 7+ decades, but it arrived at our facility approximately 6 weeks ago.
Weird.
Where on
the fuck
earth
has it been?
Was that letter? For 70-something years.
I mean, he was in the war, so there's no telling. It had to be in some military something stash of mail that just got overlooked or packed up or missed and just never made it. And then I bet somebody found it in a warehouse and was like, oh shit. And just like,
maybe so.
Drop these in the mailbox, I guess. Like, yeah.
What a wonderful thing. I'm glad that it was found. What a cool piece of history.
Yeah.
And he got to live on. His words were finally heard. It sucks his mom never got the letter, but like even better that it did end up coming around. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Hitman, what's up,
Hitman.
dude?
Hello.
How's it going?
Welcome back in. Yeah, it's been a minute.
It has. Okay, beautiful morning. Remind me where you are, because here it is the evening.
Oh, yeah, morning. Oh, yeah, it's nighttime.
Are you in?
We got what?
I don't know. I was going to guess, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, morning. Opposite side, huh?
Yeah, but I'm glad you popped back in. That's awesome.
Totally. Nice to see you again.
Is it England? Are you in England? I'm totally just speculating right now. I have no idea. Like, where is it morning?
Yeah. We would be...
We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see what he's got to say. That's awesome. Thanks for coming back in to say hey.
Yeah. Bo show.
So, okay, we've got... Oh, this one's fucking crazy. Oh, so with all the DNA tests and stuff like that, people are finding siblings... Oh, Germany. Awesome. Sweet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Livingston, Germany.
I didn't know that.
That's right. Yes. Sweet.
Wow. Yeah, good morning to you.
People are finding siblings that they never knew that they had.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you find one, sometimes two, and you're like, weird. I have these half brothers and sisters out there. Crazy. This dude straight up found 18 half siblings.
Okay.
18 half siblings. What on earth?
Dad was a military man.
It had to have been, right? Had to be. There's like no other way. And they were, yeah, of course, all from the biological father.
Oh, they were donor conceived.
Oh, where is that?
Yeah. Said him and his younger
there
brother.
Okay.
Their kit revealed that they were both donor conceived.
Okay, so he was a donor and made a whole bunch of little people out there.
Yeah.
But he actually reached out to some of them, and it's just crazy. He said one of the siblings, we almost look like we're twins.
Wow, weird.
Yeah.
Weird. 18 and a half siblings. Yeah. That half sibling is, it's kind of weird. We don't talk about that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a pair of sisters met for the first time, who were 76 and 73. But they're kind of old, you know? They're older. It's a long time ago. That's crazy. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cute. That, you know, you got a big family. Didn't know that you were going to have a big family, but in fact,
you have no idea. Yeah. Sometimes you find out things.
Sometimes. And that was one of those times. That's pretty nuts. Okay, this one, oh man. So as we all know, sometimes employers can get a little bitter when people choose to leave. Sometimes.
Yeah, man has a question.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, you can absolutely ask a question
about ghosts.
Yes.
What are they made of?
Always ask a question about
ectoplasm. Ghosts. Yeah, ask away.
Actually, while you ask your question, I'm gonna go take a break real quick. We're now DNA test and answer stuff's gotten bigger to find half siblings. My dad was young when I was born, and my mom, and I wouldn't be surprised if they found.
Yeah. I know some people that have learned some things about their parents, and people who found out that their parents were not their real parents, and you know that happened a couple times actually. I've got a friend that found out that her dad was not her real dad, and then had a co-worker who found out the same thing. But I think she also found out that her mom wasn't her mom either. She had a really big conversation there. Oh, Crystal, good night. Thank you for popping in. We love you. Hope to hear more about your new doggy soon. Crystal's probably getting a new doggy. Yeah, so lady, you very well could find all kinds of things out. You know, that's a thing. Do they come in form of orbs? I guess, yeah. I mean, it depends on, I guess, your definition. So orbs, some people say that they're ghosts, like you're catching a ghost in a camera. Most people kind of lean towards orbs being an energy of some kind, but not specifically labeling it as a ghost. But I guess it kind of depends on what your own personal belief would be and what you think you captured. But we've got friends who have seen orbs with their own eyes. But it's usually, I don't know, I guess in my experience, it's usually not attributed specifically to a ghost, really.
I think in the metaphysical community, a lot of times that's the first go-to, is that people take photos in haunted places or whatever, and they get orbs, which seems to be kind of like a energy emanation. But I guess it depends on how much you believe or are open to believing that, you know, potentially it could be some other kind of energies that we might not understand. So as far as potentially alien energy or fucking fairies or whatever, you know, like if anything has a little pinpoint of energy that somehow we're able to capture. I've gotten some really bizarre photos before where I don't think it was dust. I've got some really strange ones, but I also don't know. You know, I can't say for sure. But I have definitely got some photos that I thought were very questionable in nature that I personally attributed to ghosts.
Yeah.
So I think so. I mean, I don't think the ghost is the orb. I think the orb is the visual representation of the emission of energy.
Yeah, I kind of think the orbs are a more thicker, condensed energy, whatever that energy or wavelength is. I think it's just thicker. I don't really think of it as the ghost. I think of it as, yeah, like you said, the emission of the energy around it. So, like, a ghost could be present at the time that you capture a picture of an orb, but the orb doesn't specifically denote the ghost.
And I also think, too, that, like, as far as ghosts go, like, in order to project a human image, you know, after you're dead, you're no longer human. So I truly think that a lot of what it is that we see when we see a ghost, it's some kind of internal projection that they have of themselves and what they feel like they look like or want to look like. Like sometimes like old grandmas die that are like 90 years old, and then they're like, oh my God, I saw my grandmother, but she was young. She was young in her favorite blue dress that she wore when she was young. I've seen her in all these photos or whatever. So I personally think that what it is that we project visually, if ghosts are able to manifest in a physical form, I think that's just their own mind putting that out there. But I don't think in all cases that it's necessary to project that physical form in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think maybe catching an orb, whether seeing it personally, like with your own eyes, or capturing it in a photo, it might just be that essence of that person, without them actually projecting an image out for you to see. So that's kind of what I think about that. But I do also entertain the idea that there is so many different other energies that might be present as well that I can't discredit. You know, I can't say that it's not some kind of alien being swooping in and checking in, or some interdimensional type of thing. Maybe it is some kind of
dimensional creature.
Yeah, it could be some other dimensional thing. Maybe if we are, you know, layered. So we're in this 3D realm, but there's actually other things happening like right around us. You know, maybe sometimes it just kind of slips, or we get to kind of peek into that sometimes.
Yeah.
So.
And it could be you know, it doesn't have to be a intelligent being at all. Like it could just be like the, you know, higher dimensions version of a mouse or something. Like it doesn't have to be something consciously trying to do something.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
true.
Like I think about Rick, our friend Rick, was telling us that about an orb that he saw, but his was a different, like an electrical, like a plasma ball, basically. Not an orb, it was like a plasma ball type of thing. But I think of it because he was talking about the way it moved and the way it acted, and he said it acted like a creature kind of sniffing around looking for food, and it would scurry kind of back and forth between bushes and was around, but it was just like a glowing like plasma orb ball. But yeah, it doesn't have to be, you know, human intelligence or higher. It could be, you know, lower intelligence, just higher frequency and different
It could.
dimension.
Yeah. So Hitman says it would have been my mother's 70th birthday on the 1st. My younger brother filmed him and his family singing Happy Heavenly Birthday with his kids. It's about 40 to 50 seconds long. My sister asked me to slow it down, which I did. Now the video is 10 minutes long. In the video in slow motion, this orb is tipping around the room at different times in different areas of the room.
Wow, cool.
That's
awesome.
Is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Wow. And it would have been
That's super
her
cool.
70th birthday.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, thank you so much for following Avenging Pineapple.
Avenging Pineapple. Avenging Pineapple.
That's awesome.
That's good. Thank
I
you for
love
following.
that name. That is super fun.
Yeah.
Welcome. Hello.
Our story. We have a story.
Yeah, we are Inspired by Mystery Podcast. We are doing Weird News of the Week today and open chat. And we talk about different weird, mysterious things. So welcome to Inspired by Mystery.
Yeah.
And right now we had our friend Hitman here was asking a question about ghosts and said they had a very interesting experience that sounds like it could have been his mother coming to visit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
That is
Hitman
pretty.
thinks they caught
That's pretty cool.
their late mother on video. Super cool.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
thank you for the follow.
that's
And yeah, we
really
do
sweet.
weird news on Mondays, 7:30 Pacific time. We do weird news, open chat with everybody in there. And then on Wednesdays, Sammy here, the lovely hostess, interviews somebody about something interesting. All
Yep.
kind of stuff. We've had morticians, firefighters, radioactive specialists. And we've had
artists,
artists,
archaeologists,
yeah.
like a bunch of different fun stuff. So that's Wednesdays. We always do something fun.
astronomical people. I forgot the word.
Space weather scientist.
Space weather scientist. Yes. It's like there's a better description for this.
Yes.
But yeah.
Well,
but yeah,
thanks for
come
popping
in on
in. It's
Wednesdays.
nice to have you.
We'll be here.
But yeah, that's very interesting, Hitman. I think that's
Yeah.
that's very cool. And you know what? I say that sounds like a good enough reason for somebody to be there and
Totally.
be visiting. So sounds like you had a pretty cool experience.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And belief and perception is everything. So that's how you guys see it. Then that's what it is.
Yeah, take it as that for sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so now back to weird news.
Super weird.
Yeah, we're talking about how, sometimes when you leave a job, sometimes either the employee or the employer can be a little bitter with stuff. And this situation, they were, in fact, a very bitter employer. His final paycheck was paid in like 1,000,000 pennies, dude. Like the most.
They paid him in pennies?
Yes, but here's what's messed up. They went and dumped it like on his yard. Oh, no. And they got in trouble. They got in trouble. So we're going to watch this video and we're going to find out a little bit more about this situation.
An update tonight on a story that has left many of you shocked and angry. The U.S. Department of Labor has filed a lawsuit against a Peachtree City auto repair shop owner who paid a former employee in pennies. Last March, the employee was given his final paycheck in pennies dumped on his driveway.
And as Fox 5's Janice Yu tells us tonight, that is not the only accusation against that business.
Oh, really?
The U.S. Department of Labor filing alleges two things: retaliation as well as issues with record keeping of employee wages as well as overtime.
This was Andreas Flauten last March, cleaning oil off of pennies in his Fayetteville garage after more than 91,000 of them were dropped off on his driveway.
$915 in pennies.
On Wednesday, the U.S. Department of Labor announced the lawsuit against Flauten's former employer, Miles Walker, who owns A-OK Walker Auto Works in Peachtree City. According to the complaint, Flauten contacted the Department of Labor in January 2021 about not getting his final paycheck after resigning from the auto shop. The complaint alleges Walker withheld the paycheck and then dumped the pennies on Flauten's driveway after learning he contacted the U.S. Department of Labor. According to the
What a
department,
dick.
this is considered retaliation.
An employee has a right to understand what their rights are and to ensure that they're being paid properly in accordance with the law. And anytime they inquiry the employer, whether it be verbally or in writing, or even contacting our office, that employee has the right to be protected as far as not being retaliated against for or discriminated against.
The lawsuit also says Walker included a note with an expletive on the pile of pennies and also posted defamatory things about Flauten on the auto shop's website. Stephen Salazar is the district director with the U.S. Department of Labor Wage and Hour Division. He says Walker also owes back wages and liquidated damages totaling about $37,000. He's also accused of not keeping track of things required under the Fair Labor Standards Act.
To include record keeping, which means that they're tracking the actual hours worked that employees are working, and making sure that they're paying them in compliance with the minimum wage, which is $7.25 an hour under federal law for all hours worked, and then overtime premium pay for hours worked over 40 hours in a work week. So without maintaining proper records, how is the employer expected to be able to pay properly?
I reached out to Miles Walker for comment but didn't hear back, but I did talk to him last March over the phone when I was doing the last story, and he told me that he paid Flauten in U.S. currency and he didn't want anything to do with this story. Now, the Autobody's website also says that they've been the target
paid him
of
in
death
US
threats as
currency.
well as aggressive emails and phone calls because of the situation. In Atlanta, Janice Yu, Fox 5 News.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
Wowee.
Yeah. That's
So, yeah, that's cool, right? That's what you do to people.
what bank did he go to that allowed him to take out $900 in pennies? Yeah. Or how many banks did he have to go to do that? Like,
he tried real hard. He wasted so much time doing that.
Yeah, that's effort.
Because remember there was the change shortage a while ago too? It was a big change shortage. Yeah. I think it's all due to this fucking guy hoarding pennies. This guy. Yep. 91,000 pennies.
$910 in pennies.
Dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is a crazy ass thing to do, man. Holy shit balls.
Yes.
I
paid him in U.S. currency. I don't want to talk about it. Like, well, I mean, you did, yes.
Wow.
True.
Wow.
Oh, man, I would keep all of those pennies, and I would do something against him with them. I don't know. I don't know what I would do with them. I'd probably stick a whole bunch in his exhaust pipe and block up his exhaust pipe.
Okay, that's a good one.
And that doesn't take.
I was thinking gluing them somewhere. Maybe glue the door shut to the establishment or something like that. Just like cover it in pennies and just super glue the whole fucking thing.
You can penny someone into a place. Do you know how to do that?
What does that mean?
If you take a door, so if the door, so like if we were on the inside of our bathroom door swings towards the inside. You could use pennies to wedge between the door and the door jamb at the front, so it won't open from here. So you wedge them in there, so that they're stuck. Yeah, pennies are stupid. Or I would like drop them somewhere onto like his, house sidewalk or something like that from real high up. Yeah, I would annoy the shit out of him with all of these
I would
over
have to
900 pennies, though.
Lady said a Coinstar came after it was on the news. That's crazy.
Oh, Coinstar took them? Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have told them, no, I'm keeping these. Like, first of all, I'm suing this guy, and I'm going to annoy the shit out of him when this is all blown over. He's getting every one of these pennies back.
I totally would have done something obnoxious with it, too.
Yeah.
For sure. So rude. It's so fucking rude to do that to people.
Yeah,
come on, man.
Ridiculous. I mean, I paid for a slushie one time in pennies, but it was only like $1.47.
And they hated you for it.
And they hated me. The guy was pissed. He didn't even count them. I started counting, and he was like, whatever, and he just took them. He was like, fine, thank you. Thanks.
You know, I loved when I made a bunch of cash, and in certain jobs that I've had where I got more change, like when I worked at coffee shops, people just throw change into the tip buckets. As a server, you don't really have a bunch of change, but I made so much change working in some places, and at first I was totally annoyed because, like, okay, if I was the manager on duty and I was the one like divvying out all of the tip money, what I would do, especially to keep from having to go to the bank more often, you take all the change and you change it out for bills, and then you're good. And then you give people bills. And I would do it throughout the shift a lot of times. I'd go in and I would change it out. But for some reason at Cupcake Royale, they gave people little envelopes, and your envelope had your cash and a whole bunch of fucking change in it. And it did not compute with me at all. It was like, what? You know how often you have to go to the store for rolls of quarters? Why are you giving like $30 in quarters away to the employees? I don't understand. So at first I was annoyed, and I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, and I would just change it out in the register. And then I was like, wait a minute. What if I just start keeping all the shit? What if I just chuck this in a bin and I'm not noticing $3 or $4 missing at any time? You know, I'm just going to save all this shit. Let me just save it. I'm going to go into a savings mode with coins. And I came up with a system, too, where whenever I'd go to a store, I predominantly used cash in the service industry. So if I went and got a cup of coffee and it was $1.12 or something, whatever, I would always give $2. I would never give the exact amount of change back. I'd always get change in return, and then I'd dump my change. And I would do that all the time. And it's just little bits here and there. It's 40 cents here, 80 cents here, whatever. But over time, that shit adds up so much that we got, I think it was $770.
Yeah, it was 7-something.
And I think that was after the Coinstar fee, too. I think it was like $900. We brought all this change buckets into the grocery store to the Coinstar.
Yeah, we did.
And it was before a trip because I was like, let's just save up as much money as we can. And then before we go on our trip, we'll cash it in and then we have more money for our trip. And we ended up making like, $700, $800. And I bought a new video camera with it. I was like, this is awesome. We can get a new video camera and use the money for fun things. Yeah. And that was awesome. But now that I don't make cash as much, it's a bummer because I don't have as much of an option to do that.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
And I don't get changed much either. My debit card used to do that, though. I had a debit card that every time I made a purchase with it, the remainder of change, it would throw in my savings account.
Cool. That's cool.
That was cool. But now, the one I have now goes a step further, and every time I use it, it just, for every transaction, it throws $1 into
that's good.
Yeah.
That's really smart. That's a nice way to just little bits here and there, and you don't really notice it as much at the time, but it adds up.
Totally.
That's cool. Well, I still have a bunch of change. We actually started doing this again, like, I don't know, years ago. And we've got like buckets of change all over the place. Because I'm like, at first we were like, we're just going to save the change until we decide to move to Greece. And then we're going to cash all of it in and it's going to be badass. And that's obviously not happening anytime in the nearer future, but we have a lot of change.
There's a lot of change.
It's
we're going to move to Greece on change.
Yep, we could do it. But the thing is I am not a fan of rolling coins myself. I know you can buy the little rolls and you could just sit around and have a coin rolling party. But, like, it's so fucking tedious that I hate it.
It's tedious.
It's not my favorite thing. But we had to spend so much in the damn Coinstar fees. But you know what? I was thinking, too, for the amount of money that we spent on the Coinstar fees, we could have bought one of those little machines. My grandparents used to have the machine where you put all the change in, and it rolls it up. And I was like, I bet we could find one on Amazon for like $40 or whatever. And then we always have it, and then it always rolls up everything forever, like rather than just pay Coinstar. And I don't want to roll it myself. Just buy a little thing. Done. Ta-da! And then we have all the money. It'd be fun.
Actually, Tony. Hello. Nice
what's up, Tony?
Happy Monday. Welcome in.
You know, it would be fun to do. Like those games, like how many jelly beans are in this jar? Like if we put all the change together and put it up on stream and had people guess how much it is, and then we give a prize to the winner, that would be so fun.
Oh, I wasn't going to give a prize. I was just going to make you guys guess.
Which is still fun.
Guess
but
what is in this?
I like prizes, though. I like giving prizes and getting prizes, so I think that would be fun.
We'll send you a dried scorpion to eat. That'll be good.
Oh, you got one for your dad years ago? Yeah. See,
I used to have one when I was a kid, actually, because I used to save all my change. And I don't know. It started out when I was young because my dad would empty out all his change out of his pockets on his dresser at night. And at some point in my childhood, I talked him into letting me have the pennies. So he would just put a pile there, and I could go through and pick out the pennies and pull those over. So I was doing that from the time I was 4, I guess. And then at one point, I got one of those giant Coca-Cola bottle penny banks. And my goal was to fill it up with only pennies. I was like, I get all this change. I have a lot of change. I was like, but I want only pennies in this thing. And it took me 9 years.
Wow. And you filled it?
But I filled it, yeah.
How on earth did you move that thing? It must have been 500 pounds.
It was real heavy. And I moved it multiple times because I had to carry it between houses at times.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's patience.
It was heavy.
That is a lot of patience. I'm very impressed.
It worked out well.
Hello, Recording Goblin.
Oh, Recording Goblin.
Welcome. And you can't roll it either. Just put it in a pipe. True story. True story.
I like the name Recording Goblin. That's fun.
I know. That's great. Welcome in. Yeah. Happy to have you. Yeah. So, I don't know. That was kind of a douchey thing for that guy to drop off 91,000 pennies in some guy's yard. As here's your last paycheck.
At least they were in wheelbarrows. He left them in the wheelbarrows. He didn't just dump them in his yard. I really thought it was just going to be a pile in his yard, which...
Okay, so I don't mean to be impolite, as I'm just off in the night shift. Just needed verification from true listeners or believers to help my conscience. Oh, have a beautiful rest of the stream. You are so sweet.
Yeah.
It is totally fine. I'm so glad that you popped in.
Absolutely.
Even if it's for a little bit, if you stay for the whole thing, either way is totally fine. We're really happy to have you, and I'm really glad that you thought of us and you had a good, valid question to come ask. And I hope that made you feel a little better or more validated in your experience. So anytime, definitely. Please come back anytime.
Yeah, and if you got questions about ghosts, come in here and ask.
Yeah, this is the right place. And on Wednesday, we're actually doing an interview with our friend Joe and my best friend Tavia. The three of us took a class on death, and we're going to be talking extensively about death culture and death practices and everything. So if that does interest you, please pop in on Wednesday as well. You might enjoy it. So, cheers to you, Hitman. I hope your day is
cheers to you.
lovely. Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy the rest of your shift.
Yes. Take care of yourself. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Tony.
From Tony
Hooray.
J.
We got cheers.
What's up? Thanks for cheering.
Yeah.
I'm cheering for you, cheering for us.
We're cheering for you.
Okay. So, a next
We got
fun,
more weird ones?
cute little thing. Yes.
Okay.
So there are these little Starlink dishes that they've got set up for the new Starlink system that's going on.
Okay.
And they're self-heated. So if it snows or whatever, it melts it off so it doesn't get built up with stuff. And this is so cute because a bunch of cats have totally found them and decided that they're warm. There's a bunch of kitty cats hanging out in the
They're just,
Starlink
like, curled
dishes.
up on the warm thing. They're like, now we're talking. That's so
Oh,
funny.
good. I'm glad you'll be there, Hitman. I look forward to
Oh,
it.
good,
It's
right.
going to be a good show for sure.
Yeah.
Wow, look at these cute cats. It's so much warmer there than in the snow. What cat wants to sit in the snow? No cat.
No cat. I mean,
But-
especially when there's like a little heated bed. Just
Yeah.
chilling.
But look how they're all friends. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats on this one dish,
one dish.
and nobody's fighting.
That's so funny.
Everybody's hanging out. I thought that was so freaking cute.
Yeah, so does the dish still work with cats on it?
It says that it does, actually.
It does? Okay, good.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it said something. I forgot. I did read that it does still work. Oh, we got some birds up there.
Bird chilling on it. Good, good.
Different species, same problem. But cute, cute
That's-
little cats.
That's really
That's
funny.
so
Those cats
cute.
are like, oh, hey.
So cute.
Oh, is this warm? This is great.
I know. I wonder if there's a little video that talks about it. Let's see. Oh, this is just what you need to know about SpaceX. That's not. I want to see cats on dishes.
What
That's,
you
that's
know
what
about
I wanted to
SpaceX.
see.
They keep cats warm.
They do. Oh, I just thought it was adorable. It was just adorable.
I'll invest in them just for that. SpaceX, keeping cats warm since 2022.
Yes. Okay, this one. I did not have time to dig through this one before I'm presenting it because of all the science that's going on. So we're going to learn this one together.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we learning?
China's $1 trillion artificial sun fusion reactor just got 5 times hotter than the sun.
Wow.
5 times hotter
That's hot. Did it?
than the sun.
Was it supposed to get that hot?
I don't know. Let's
Were
find
they
out.
trying to get it that hot? Oh, Roxy, satellite cats. That's good banding.
Ooh, satellite cats. That's good.
Fine, you can have it.
All right. So it set a new world record after superheating a loop of plasma to temperatures 5 times hotter than the sun for more than 17 minutes.
Whoa, 17 minutes?
Yes. It maintained a temperature of 158 million degrees Fahrenheit for 1,056 seconds.
Wow.
Whoa. Let's just say that one more time. 158 million degrees.
That's warm. This is warm.
That's crazy.
Okay.
It smashed the record.
Yeah, 17 minutes is a
Yes.
long time.
Uh-huh. Yep. That's
Because normally when they do these things, like it's like seconds maybe. Like it's generally like nanoseconds when you're hearing about them doing these extreme like things. Like, you know, they did it for 18 nanoseconds or something, but wow.
Yes.
Minutes is...
Yep. Yep, they previously set another record in May 2021 by running for 101 seconds at an unprecedented 216 million degrees Fahrenheit. The core of the actual sun, by contrast, reaches temperatures of around 27 million. What the hell, dude?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hotter than the sun. Roxy. Yes.
Hotter.
Warm. It's very warm.
That sounds like shit. I don't like it over about 68 degrees. I'm done. I'm done. So a recent operation lays a solid scientific and experimental foundation towards the running of a fusion reactor. Yep. We're
what
going
kind
places
of
with
material
that
is that housed in to be able to get that warm?
I don't know.
Yes, warm.
Let's see what this has got to say. Oh, is this just a song? We don't need this, but let's see what they've got to say. Fusion reactor could pave the way for massive generation of clean energy. During fusion, atomic nuclei are forced together to form heavier atoms. The mass of the resulting atoms is less than the mass of the atoms that went into their creation. The excess mass is converted to energy, liberating an extraordinary amount of light and heat. Fusion powers of the sun and stars, as the mighty gravity, as their hearts fuse hydrogen to create helium. Enormous amount of energy is needed to force atoms to fuse together. Duh.
True.
Very true. Fusion occurs at temperatures of at least 180 million degrees Fahrenheit. Damn. However, such reactions can generate far more energy than they require. At the same time, fusion doesn't produce greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, nor does it generate other pollutants. True story?
True.
The fuel for fusion, such as the element hydrogen, is plentiful on Earth to meet all humanity's energy needs for millions of years. Most experimental fusion reactors employ a donut-shaped Russian design called a Tokmak. New experimental device, the SPARC reactor. Is being developed by scientists at MIT, a spin-off company, Commonwealth Fusion Systems. Wow, they're doing it. They're developing it. That's awesome. If it succeeds, it would be the first device to ever achieve a burning plasma in which the heat from all the fusion reactions keeps going without the need to pump in extra energy. No one's ever been able to harness power of burning plasma in a controlled reaction here on Earth.
Yeah, that seems hard to control.
Yeah, so we'll use so-called temperature superconductor magnets designed to confine its plasma. Shut up, this sounds badass. It's expected to generate at least twice as much as 10 times more energy as is pumped in. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool, it launched in 2018 and is scheduled to begin construction next June. Wow.
Okay.
Cool.
That's super
cool. That's super, super, super cool.
Yeah, so it's in an extreme temperature superconducting magnets are what is.
Yep, it's trapped inside the donut-shaped reactor, so the magnets are just keeping everything flowing within it and not
going. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy. And yeah, I know it seems like a way. It's a cleaner energy. For sure, but I don't know, the risk with that seems extremely high. Like, yeah, Roxy, 10 times more energy coming out of it.
Yeah,
it's
twice as
high.
much as 10 times is how they said it, which is like
twice as much as 10
a
times.
lot.
So 20 times. But yeah, I mean, I know it's a cleaner energy, but the risk of getting things that hot and trying to contain something. Like, trying to contain fusion like that, nuclear fusion, it's massive explosions, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. So if you're trying to create as much energy as what they're going to be trying to create, like, containing that and housing that is an extremely touchy issue. Because if that explodes, how big is that explosion? Like, that's an explosion. So yeah, it's a cleaner energy, but is it worth the risk? Like, how safe is that actually going to be? Because there's accidents all the time. So, like, with a nuclear meltdown, there's a lot of fallout that comes from that. There's a lot of issues that come from that. What if that, instead of a nuclear fallout, it was a ginormous explosion? Like, we could level...
A super hot explosion.
Yeah, it could just level a city. Like, I mean, that's like
I don't know. I'm sure that the scientists are considering that. I would imagine that they would have these research facilities or these generator centers in places that would be safer. I would hope that
For
after
sure.
we've learned,
Yeah.
after, Chernobyl and Fukushima and stuff like that, obviously it's a different situation, but trying to, like, mitigate giant damage.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were able to do these in some, like, more remote areas and be able to take that power and put them in batteries or cells or run some kind of fiber optic or whatever to be able to move that energy, I feel like that would probably be a very smart move.
Yeah, and I'm sure at the moment, while they're just, like, testing it and working on it, that's what they're doing. But once they've figured out and they've harnessed it, and they're like, hooray, we can use this, and it starts getting put into the world as power plants, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, that's more what I'm worried about, the accidents coming from. Like, the researchers working with it, they're focused on that and really trying to make sure that there's nothing happening. But when it reaches the public and it starts bumping into corporate structure and funding, like, those can cause a lot of issues and accidents and just
That's
oversights.
true.
And
That
then
is
it's
true.
also, once it gets into public, it's pushing for more energy. Like, right now, I'm sure what they're doing is just tiny, very small scale. Can we create this? Can we do it? Can we sustain it? Whereas once it gets pushed out, it's we want to produce as much as we possibly can. So it'll be a larger scale of what we're doing. But
No,
so that's where
you're right.
like, I know it's cleaner, and I hope that it's something that we can actually move forward with, because that'd be amazing. And yeah, the energy output from that is epic, but it's still scary. Like,
It is. Well, with any of these things, there's risk to all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Solar, there's not as much, like, risk for solar, but like Paul was saying when I interviewed him, is that the amount of waste that comes from that when they stop working or whatever, that it is shitty for the planet, because now you have to break all the stuff down, and then all the the plastic and everything that goes into it, all the petroleum products to make these things. So it's not great if we do that on a massive scale.
Yeah.
But the risk of having that blow up the world is very, very slim,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely sounds like there could be some kind of crazy risk. But if they're putting this thing together, I hope that they have some kind of fail-safe on how to keep it in check.
I hope so.
Because can you imagine if it exploded in a whole, like, second sun, that something that's 10 times hotter than the sun just, like, ballooned out? Like,
Totally.
I mean, that could potentially scorch the sky,
Totally. If
like
we
in
build
the
another
Matrix.
sun. I love Uncle Scar.
I love
Hello.
Uncle Scar. You're here. Yay.
Yes.
I'm happy you're here.
Hello, Mystery Pal.
Hello. Yeah, we're just talking about this crazy fusion reactor that China made that gets it 5 times hotter than the sun. And we're talking about maybe that's a little scary. Don't know.
Yeah, that's a little scary. Yeah, they created in their fusion reactor, so they already had their artificial sun, essentially. They could already reach those heats. But now they broke a record because they got 5 times hotter than the sun for 17 minutes. That's crazy to me.
That is crazy. So I wonder how much energy output they were able to acquire from that 17 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder.
Yeah. And
where
that's why
did
I
they
wonder
put
if
that,
if it's reading the energy output. Like, if they're just trying to control it and make sure they can do that and keep it contained, they might not have a way to read the energy output yet. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the
I don't know. Or
setup
to
is, they should be
to preserve it.
Yeah.
In order to collect it and preserve it. I don't know. Like,
So, yeah, I don't
giant
know.
battery cells, I don't even know where you would or how you would contain that kind of energy. I don't know. That's why
I don't know what
I'm
you
not
would
a
do with that.
fucking scientist, because I don't know about this kind of
plug
stuff.
in your cell phones, everyone.
But it's pretty neat, though, that these guys are figuring this out right now.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's really cool that we're
that's some sciencey.
trying to figure out better ways of power. I mean, I don't know. I think Tesla was onto something, and I don't know why we had to just totally like fuck Tesla over super hard when he was so smart. It was all about money. I know. It sucks.
Yep.
It sucks.
Lame.
I mean, he had a Wi-Fi like light bulb. Like, he had a light bulb that lit up that was attached to nothing. Like, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Tesla, man. And they ripped everything away from him, and he died poor and alone.
Poor and alone.
And that'll show you to try to come up with good, innovative ideas.
I'll show you to try and give things away for free.
Lord.
Trying to help the planet. Stop it. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I know, it's crazy.
We
Well,
don't-
hey, I love Uncle Scar. Better late than never. I'm glad that you were here. You're awesome.
You weren't late. You were just in the second wave.
Yes, phase 2.
That's all the chatters on Twitch. You know, everybody comes through in waves. You know, come through at your own time. Everybody leaves on their own time. You're just next wave.
I'm glad you're here, though. I'm glad that you came to hang out with us. Always love having you around. You're so fun. Okay, let me see. What is next on our list of fun things? Oh, this one's totally weird, guys.
Oh.
Guys.
Oh, jeez.
This is a spooky one. So, hold on, let me find the correct link to this article. Where is it? Oh, okay. Give me one sec. Thank you,
Hooray.
Slim Tony. You're the
Is that a
best.
cheer for a spooky story?
I know, I think he's
spooky
ready for
story.
it. He's ready.
Cheer, cheer. Yeah.
Okay.
There was a baby. That was spooky. Ooh.
Well,
Super
just
spooky.
wait to how spooky that this is. So, it's so fucked up. So in Turkey,
Okay.
there's mom and dad at the hospital, and they have a premature baby, 5 months pregnant. Okay, usually they don't survive if you have a baby. It's 5 months, gestation rate.
Yeah, it still needs to cook longer.
It does. So they were told that the baby was stillborn. And, of course, they were very sad. They were given a death certificate. Sorry.
You want a gift certificate?
But you got a gift certificate. No, you had a
Could get
death
real dark.
certificate and a small little funeral bag, basically. So they're like, okay, here's your baby. And you can take him to the cemetery and bury your stillborn baby. So they're driving to the cemetery, and they hear the baby start to fucking cry in the bag.
No.
Yes.
In the death bag?
Yes, in the death bag. And they're like, what the fuck?
Roxy, death bag, band name. Got it. Dibs.
Oh, death bag. That's a good one. Sorry about your baby. Here's a gift certificate to Applebee's.
My mind went real dark on that too, because I was like, "Where's this gift certificate going to be to?"
Yeah, I know, my
is this
bad, my
Cemeteries
bad.
are us. Like, Jesus.
But yeah, they unzipped the bag and they called emergency services immediately.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, he took his jacket off and wrapped it around the baby, and they turned the heater up, and they were like, "What in the fuck?" Like, that's crazy. Like, she was in pain. They went to the hospital, and they're like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry. You just had a miscarriage, and the baby is stillborn." And what do you
What?
fucking know?
It's not stillborn. It's just still asleep. Still
was
asleep-born.
alive. But they told them the baby died. That's crazy. How could it be dead, but not dead? Like if you're pronouncing a baby dead, like, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but it's all, it's like lifeless. There's no breathing. I mean, to get to that point where you like make a death certificate and do a whole thing and put this lifeless baby in a fucking bag, is this like a zombie baby?
Maybe the soul wasn't put in at the right time. And it was late. Whatever angel fucked that up. Didn't hit the power button yet. And just, was like, oh shit, it's in the death bag. I got it. Where's the soul? I lost the soul. And then put it in there, and the baby's like, oh, But
Wow.
I mean, we've had stories on here about people being dead and like their heart stopped for a long time. So I wonder if the baby was stillborn and just came to afterwards. Like if it just took a while for it to kick into gear.
Maybe so.
There's people that have had traumas that have killed them, and they've got no heartbeat, no pulse, no nothing. They're not breathing, you know, and then they come back. Like,
it's true.
It was just a weird.
That's
crazy.
That's really crazy.
Yeah.
On the way to the cemetery to bury it. Yes. Dude. Zombie babies buried
Zombie
alive
baby.
is not good. You definitely get cursed for that shit.
That's how you get cursed.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep. And the mother and father visited the prosecutor's office to investigate whether there had been negligence on the part of the hospital.
Yeah, I bet they did. Yeah.
Yo. What the fuck? But 5 months gestation rate, baby.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, as far as I know on this article, the baby, they said his hands are fidgety, his feet are moving, and his heart is beating.
Yeah.
So he was alive. I don't know if it made it after the fact.
Yeah.
I mean, this just came out like a couple days ago, so I don't quite know.
Wow.
You know, if it made it the long term, because being that little, a tiny little preemie like that, like, or I don't know, but it was alive.
Yeah.
Which is just
Wow.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That is some weird news.
Yeah.
For sure.
That is weird news, and that was on the 6th of this month. It came out, so it was just a few days ago. When I saw that, I was like, no fucking way. Like, what?
Wow.
What on earth, dude? That's crazy. So, ooh, this is a great one. My favorite creature in the world is a cuttlefish. I love cuttlefish so much because they are the smartest. They have the biggest brain to body ratio of any of the creatures, and they are fucking adorable. I think they're so
they're
cute,
adorable.
and they dress real fancy. They can change their textures and their colors,
Sure.
and they do camouflage real good. They're just super intelligent, where they could even cross dress. The males that are smaller can pretend like they're females to like get past the big scary males and go mate with the ladies. Like, they're really smart. So they've done a bunch of different tests on them over time to try to figure out like how smart are they actually. And this is awesome because it passed a cognitive test designed for human children.
Really? Aw.
Yes. And it's a pretty neato
Smarter than a 4th grader.
test. No, for little ones.
Okay.
But they call it the marshmallow test. Have you ever heard of the marshmallow test before?
Nope.
So I guess it's a test that they use for animals and humans alike, where basically they put a marshmallow in the room and they tell the kid, if you eat this marshmallow, that's the only one that you get. But if you wait 5 minutes, then you get 2 marshmallows and you get to eat both of them. So it's about like delaying gratification and knowing that something better is coming if you wait.
Yeah.
So a child, you can tell them straight up, these are the rules.
Yeah.
But with a cuttlefish, you can't tell it these are the rules. So they made their own version of the marshmallow test. So they did something where they would give them a lunch that was like decent, but if they didn't eat it, if they waited and didn't eat it right away, then they would get like crab for dinner or their favorite thing or whatever. And they learned it. They figured it the fuck out. It is so interesting, yeah, that they were able to, even without being told it, they figured it out and they delay eating to know that something better is coming, which is really pretty neat. And the way that they were talking about too, one of the reasons potentially why is when they're in the wild, they are camouflaged and they're totally in hiding mode, so their predators aren't seeing them. But when they go to eat their food, they light up. They had put on a whole fucking show to stun the prey, and they expose themselves. So they're saying that they think that part of the reason for this is because you can't just take any food, the first thing that comes along, because you're exposing yourself. Is it worth it?
Yeah.
So you might, even though you might be able to get this tiny little fish, maybe you wait for a crab and you have a better chance at it. So something in their mind has these like problem solving skills where they can think forward to the future. They're not just in the moment. A lot of animals, from the tests that they've done, they're just very in the moment. Food is here, I have to eat the food right now, and they're not thinking the long term.
Yeah.
But cuttlefish, they're thinking the long term, and they were able to prove that with this test.
Yeah.
that they figured it out all
Yeah,
on
I
their
think
own.
awareness of the future and like considering the future is definitely a level of intelligence, or like a line at a level of intelligence. Like when it comes
Absolutely.
to living creatures, like that's a thing.
Absolutely.
Intelligent thing.
Yeah,
But that's
and
pretty
how cool. I mean, cephalopods generally are very intelligent, and the more that we're doing tests on them, we're learning so much more. So some primates can delay gratification, which totally makes sense. You know, some of the chimpanzees and stuff like that, they definitely have more awareness of things and can understand these concepts, and they're able to do it along with dogs, but inconsistently. And corvids too.
What are corvids?
Corvids are like crows and ravens and stuff. The super smart birds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
yeah, and I bet dolphins and whales, octopus. I bet there's creatures that we wouldn't be shocked at that do it.
Yeah,
that would do it.
They're doing tests. They're just trying to figure out, like, trying to understand how their brain works, and it's really, really neat. So
cool.
they did it for 6 cuttlefish. They were placed in a special tank with 2 enclosed chambers that had transparent doors so the animals could see inside. In the chambers were snacks, a less preferred piece of raw king prawn in one, and a much more enticing live glass shrimp in the other. Wait, this is the second one. Okay, so the doors had symbols on them that the cuttlefish had been trained to recognize. A circle meant the door would open straight away, and a triangle meant the door would open at a time interval between 10 and 130 seconds. Okay, rather than go through this entire thing, there was another test that they did, which was basically this symbol equals this thing happening.
Okay.
So they're like, okay, square equals this process. And then they switched it after a while, after they got used to it, and they're like, okay, well, now the circle means this thing's going to happen. What are you going to do with that? Are you still going to be going for the square? And they very quickly got the fucking memo and switched.
I'm like, oh, it's this one now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
They're really, really, really smart.
They are. That's awesome.
And I love them. I think they're so cute. If any of you have not seen a documentary called Kings of Camouflage, I would highly, highly, highly recommend watching Kings of Camouflage. It's one of my favorite documentaries ever, and it tells you all about cuttlefish and how amazing that they are and the different tests that they've done, and it just shows you all the majesty that is the cuttlefish. So Dusty's going to drop a link in the chat real quick for that one, but definitely recommend it. They're such cool creatures. They're so cool. So, yep, so it's basically a self-control test, and they passed. So, good job, cuttlefish.
Yeah, good job, cuttlefish. Way to
I
go.
love you. So cool. Thank you for putting that documentary link in there. Seriously, everybody check it out.
Yeah, it's super fun. That's good. We've watched it many, many times.
I've watched it so many times. I never get tired of it. It's great. Okay, so this one, I didn't look up an article on this one, but I did find like a little meme, and I was wondering if any of you guys have heard about this before. But this is a biological leaf. It can absorb water and carbon dioxide to produce oxygen just like a plant.
Wow, that's awesome. I
That's
heard that it was in the
super cool.
works, actually. I heard people were testing it, but I didn't know that they had anything that big. It was like whatever material they were using is what article I was reading about. But that's awesome.
That's
they managed
pretty
to
neat.
like lattice it up and give it a thing.
I mean, of course, I would prefer real trees.
Yeah.
But, considering factors at hand right now, if we need to put some extra filters out there, I think that is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So we're designing different things.
Oh, it's called silk leaf.
Silk leaf. Cool. Yeah, do you want to tell us about it? You can if you want to.
Let's see if it says anything. The first man-made biological leaf to make oxygen for space travel.
Oh, to make oxygen for space travel.
World's first synthetic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
World's first synthetic biological leaf that absorbs water and carbon dioxide, produces oxygen just like a plant, could enable long-distance space travel.
Awesome.
It consists of chloroplast suspended in a matrix made out of a silk protein. The material is extracted directly from the fibers of silk. It's got an amazing property of stabilizing molecules. He extracted the chloroplast and placed them inside the silk protein. And then as a result, he's got the first photosynthetic material that is living and breathing as a leaf does. Wow, you just make that sound like it's so easy.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah. I just put chloroplasts in this silk thing, and it just does it.
Oh, that's amazing. I think we should do more of that.
Oh, they said plants don't grow in zero gravity, so NASA is researching different ways to produce oxygen.
But yeah, they do. They just recently grew those pepper plants.
Yeah.
That's zero gravity up there.
That's what I was thinking too. I wonder if there's a simulated gravity, like if they're spinning it or something. I don't know.
There's not. No, it's on the ISS.
Just hanging out on the ISS, right?
And you see people floating around the ISS doing all the weird stuff. Yeah,
it is. Hang out. They didn't.
Zero gravity.
Did those plants grow from seed to fruit?
I believe so.
Or did they start on the ground and then go up into space and fruit?
I can't say for sure, but if I remember correctly, they were grown from seed.
Okay.
I do believe that is the case. But yeah, wow, we need more of that. We need some fake trees.
And so they can also make a ventilation system out of it, because you can absorb air from the outside and pass it through these biological filters and then bring oxygenated air inside. So it'll help clean oxygen.
I love it.
So that's cool. That's super cool.
I love it. They also, I saw recently as well, they have these huge cylinders that they have made, which is like I forgot what they called it, biological tree or something like that. And it doesn't have these as leaves on them, but it's this giant cylinder thing, and it sucks in so much CO2 and spits out an awful lot of oxygen. It's a really cool thing.
Okay.
So I don't know if those are going to be in the works. I just saw something that's like, it's a new thing on SpaceX's Facebook page, and a bunch of people were kind of negative about it because they're like, do you like this idea or not? And I went on to be like, who wouldn't like this idea? That's crazy. This is awesome. And then a bunch of people were like, I just want real trees, this and that. I'm like, well, we all want real trees.
Yeah.
But, like, this is a really good thing.
Yeah,
I think
we
if we make
need a way to
those...
fix problems that we have at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're just going to help the trees.
Yeah, at this point, we need to figure out ways to work with what we've got right now. And if we need fake trees and fake leaves, then I'm down. Whatever we got to do right now, so we don't suffocate, would be good. I would like that. I'd like to not suffocate on this planet and have everybody like choking on pollution and everything, you know? Okay, so as we're nearing the end, we have a couple Guinness World Records.
Sweet, okay.
That we can talk about. So, new world record for a woman who ran across New Zealand in 21 days.
Wow.
She ran across the entire country.
Okay.
That's badass.
The length of New Zealand. Wow.
That's crazy. So let's see what this here video's got to say.
She wants to set a new Guinness World Record running from Cape Breton to Bluff. It's something she's had in mind for a long time. She wants to do it in 21 days, so that's around the 7th, 8th to the 8th of January. So yeah, she's just going to keep powering on. She wants to get there, and she knows the goal. She knows how close she is. So yeah, she's zoned in.
Trying to break the record running the length of New Zealand.
And how's it going?
It's very painful. Day 18 and I'm in a lot of pain. Left at 4:30 this morning from Timaru and aiming to get to Maheno for the end of the day. Thank you, that's awesome. Have a good day.
4:30 in the morning. Good Lord.
Physically, yeah, there's the niggles, there's the injuries, but at this level, it's a real mental game. So she can block those things out, and she knows what the goal is. But we've had lots of awesome people help us along the way with her niggles and injuries and that. So we really appreciate those people stepping up and giving her assistance along with the crew to get her through to where she needs to go. Heaps of people have helped us along the way. Physios, podiatrists, all people have stepped in when we've needed assistance with Emma's injuries, with food, with accommodation. There's just so many lovely people out there that have supported all of us, and she's very appreciative of everything that's helped her get to this point and then onwards.
Wow.
Well, that's good.
That is hardcore.
Yeah,
She's a British woman living in New Zealand, 37 years old, and it was 1,300 miles.
Wow.
Damn. That's pretty intense, huh? And her run raised money for mental illness charities. So that is pretty cool. That is a whole thing that I'm never going to attempt to do.
She did it in under 21 days. The official time has not been released yet, but she finished her run in just under 21 days.
And she beat the Welsh runner, and the record was 35 days and 25 minutes. So she beat it by 2 weeks.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a lot of
That's
running.
dedication.
Man.
That is dedication. Holy shit. So that's a pretty good record. High five to that lady.
Yeah.
And then this one here. Okay, so this is a bizarre record. A man from Sri Lanka caught a cricket ball, which was dropped from nearly 400 feet for a Guinness World Record. That's
dangerous.
Yes,
That's
it
real
is.
dangerous.
He actually broke his finger when he had attempted it previously.
Oh, wow. I believe that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So he was like, we got to try this again. So a drone went up 393 feet and 3 inches, and it dropped, and he friggin' caught it.
Wow.
But yeah, the first time in 2019, it broke his finger, and he was like, fuck. So he attempted it a second time 2 years later, successfully catching a ball. And he broke the record of 374 feet. So there was already a record on that one in 2019.
Wow.
Somebody already set a record, and
Okay.
he went from 374 to 393. And it was a dream since he was a kid, and he did it.
Okay, good.
Good job,
Good job,
cricket
guy.
man.
Way to catch those dropping balls.
That's pretty cool.
I wonder how long it took the ball to get to him from that height.
Probably not very long. Shit.
Yeah, probably not. But...
Yeah, broke the record and his finger, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Just breaking things left to right.
Yes. Okay, so another, like, bananas thing here. Oh, thank you, Mr. Flawless 82. Thank you for
Mr.
following.
Flawless.
We are happy to have you.
Yes, happy to have you.
Oh my God, you just hit our follower goal. Mr.
Oh,
Flawless,
did it?
our
Was it-
follower goal is 300, and you are number 300.
Hooray! Mr.
Yes.
Flawless, you win.
Thanks, Mr. Flawless. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That was
Welcome
a
in.
Flawless follow. You got
Yeah. Heck yeah. Badass. That makes me super
That's
happy.
fun.
And we hit our sub goal, which is great too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like we're killing it. Our bit goal. It's lagging a little bit, but follower goal and sub goal, we smashed it thanks to all of you guys. You guys
Yeah.
are so awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone. Yeah, Mr. Flawless, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you.
We
Thank you for
do
following.
appreciate it.
How did you find us? Did you come from friends? Are you a random wanderer by?
Yeah. Tell us.
How'd you roll past this little corner of Twitch?
I'm just wondering, was it a softball or a bowling ball? Oh, the ball. So a cricket ball.
cricket
what?
ball.
I don't know what a cricket ball is, to be honest with you. I've never seen a cricket ball. You pull it up there.
Why do it on the thing
Okay.
so we can show it?
Okay, I'm gonna pull up a cricket ball, but I don't know what is it made of. I have no idea.
I don't know. I always, in my mind, they look like croquet balls, but I also
So
have
it's
no
super
idea.
hard. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so
it
here
does
we
count.
go. It's kind of like a bocce ball, maybe, or something. So
It's a
they're
leather.
leather,
Okay.
hand stitched leather balls.
Oh, nice. Oh, Mr. Flawless,
And
you're
there's
just new,
different weights.
flipping through. Cool.
I am glad that
That's
you
awesome.
stumbled upon us. We
Thanks for
are
wandering in.
inspired by Mystery Podcast.
Yes.
And on Mondays, it is me and my lovely co-host, Dusty Rockets, and we talk about weird news. We go
Super
through
weird.
bizarro, weird stuff that's happening in the world, and we kind of have an open chat. We're just all kind of talking shit with the chat and talking about ridiculous things. It's so fun. And then
Totally.
Wednesdays, I do interviews with various different types of people. So it's always something new. So Wednesdays are interviews. Mondays is what we're doing right now, and it always starts at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. So I'm glad that you popped in. That's really awesome.
Definitely.
So yeah, we were just doing that Guinness World Record. So now I know what a cricket ball
Now
looks
I know
like.
what a cricket ball looks like.
So I was like, okay, he's like, catching a cricket ball. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what
I knew it was
that
baseball
consist of.
sized.
156 grams, that one. So there's
Okay.
different weights. It sounds like there's different weights
sure it's
to
the
them.
official weight.
Is
Just
that
like
the
a baseball
official?
has an
Okay.
official weight.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know.
But
That's
it's weird
good.
that it's got that seam on it.
Yeah.
Because when you hit it, it's not going to fly right. with
Maybe
that.
that's part of the game.
I guess so. You never know where it's going to
I have
go.
no
We play with
idea.
a crazy ball.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe it's just like an old tradition thing. Maybe that's we've been playing cricket for 200 years, and that's just how they do it.
Is, yeah.
I have
Being
no
English,
idea.
I'm sure they're like, that's how we've always done it.
And what is cricket anyway? I don't even know what the game is. Is
It's
it
like baseball.
It is?
Yeah, but their paddle, instead of a bat, it's like a paddle. It's
Gotcha.
It's that it's sitting on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, my
But
mind
it's-
wanted it to be like croquet, but I
No.
was like, it's probably not like croquet.
No, it's the game that where baseball came from.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we've Americanized cricket into baseball.
I see. Cool. Well, that's cool. Look at us learning. I'm learning about sports
and
right now.
Fun thing about cricket, I don't know how long it is. I'm gonna find this little tidbit of knowledge actually.
Really?
Hey, does anybody know the longest cricket game that's ever lasted? Like how long an official cricket game can go? Because it's gonna blow your mind.
I'm curious. I didn't even know what it was, so I'm out on this guessing game. But
Yeah.
between baseball and softball.
Yeah.
Okay, which I'm going to be honest with you about that too. I don't know the difference between baseball and softball. I think a softball is larger than a baseball, but is the game played the same way? Is it the same thing?
Baseball and softball.
Yeah.
From what I understand, yeah, but it's just like
Yeah, ask you, Mr. Google Pants.
softball is underhand throw and a larger ball. Is all I know.
Oh, okay.
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 Yeah. Longest cricket game. Are you ready?
Longest cricket game. I'm ready.
Chad, are you ready for this? Longest cricket match ever played, 9 days.
Oh my God.
9 days.
Is it because they couldn't get the points? Is you have a certain amount of points and then you win, and they just kept going? Or what?
There's some kind of rules in there where you have to meet a certain stipulation for the game to end. Oh, there's an extra player in softball?
Extra player.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Interesting.
But the rules state that you have to meet this certain stipulation for the game to end, and if you don't meet this, it'll keep going. And it just kept going, and they just kept playing. And 9 days. An official cricket match, 9 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
On average, they'll last about 7.5 to 8.5 hours.
Okay, that's a pretty solid chunk of time.
And then the duration of a cricket match varies by the format being played.
So different versions.
So there's different versions, which probably came out of the long-ass games that they were playing. But yeah, there was something, my friend Mark that I work with was telling me about it, and there's certain rules, like in their rule books, that there's a way where the game will just not end, like it just keeps going.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Dang, man, that's crazy. 9 days.
Yeah.
There should be a Guinness World Record for that.
I think it is.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Fucking
Pretty
A.
sure that is.
That's intense, man.
But yeah, there you go.
Holy shit.
Cricket. Who knew? It's a
Cricket.
weird game.
Learning about cricket. Yeah. Well, that guy caught that ball flying at him from 400 feet up. I feel like that is intense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's hard.
That's hard. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this record here, this is nuts, man. This is the largest glass pyramid of champagne glasses in Dubai. Of course, because Dubai is like extra on everything.
Yeah, we're going above and beyond.
54,740 glasses. Wow. Filled.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they better be.
How many bottles? Oh my God, that's crazy.
I wonder if they filled them all from the top glass, like the pyramid, like you do.
Oh, that would be
I
so
wonder
cool.
if they poured it all into the top and watched it all trickle down.
They did not, because you have to get all of them on the inside too. It's like a full.
But
it's
it'll
a
do
full
that.
thing.
It'll pour down the
It
top.
would do all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. because it fills up the one glass, and then it overfills around the ring and fills the ones underneath it, and then each one of those does it.
Oh, interesting.
So,
well, you'd have to have like
you have to have a lot of champagne.
a lot of them.
Water hose full of champagne.
Yeah, this is crazy. They said it took 5 days.
Wow.
To stack it, and it's filled with Moet Chandon champagne. I want to know how much money worth of champagne. Like, I don't even know how much one of those bottles is and how many bottles it would take. Let's see if it says. So we've got more than 27 feet high, which is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Previous record was 50,116 glasses. So they've got, over 4,000 more than that, which is crazy. The Champagne Tower is traditionally a beacon of greatness and generosity, and we'd like to toast to a new year filled with both in abundance. Yeah, but that's so much champagne. Like, how do you...
A lot of champagne.
Like, how many
What was the
people
event?
are... That's the thing. Like, oh, man. I don't think that it was a specific... They were just trying to do this challenge. And it was at a resort.
It was at a hotel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe it was just like anybody that comes by, like free champagne glass for anybody that comes by.
For 55,000.
55,000.
55,000 things. I mean, you'd have to drink it kind of fast, too, because otherwise it's going to go flat. But
Yeah.
probably for the record, they were like, we don't even give a shit if the bottom ones go flat. We're just getting this record. Because that's a lot of champagne. Like, I wonder if they ordered it if it was like barrels and barrels and barrels and barrels. Oh, no way. Okay, we're looking up the price.
Okay, so there's a big gap.
We were curious what the price... Oh, yeah, there's multiple different versions of it.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how much... I mean, I bet they bought from Costco. In
Yeah,
bulk.
probably from
In
Costco.
bulk. But yeah, we're going to find out what the prices are, because there was a big range. So it doesn't say specific. It just says the name Moet Chandon.
Is it all?
So that's just
It's
this
all
brand.
champagne.
So yeah.
It's all
But I have to say, it's Dubai, and in Dubai they have a lot of money. I mean, some of the fanciest places ever, the 6-star hotels and stuff like that are there. So they've got money to burn.
Yeah.
Some of these folks do.
Where's that going? Does it tell us anything? Oh, it's the same.
But that's a lot. Over 27 feet high. Are you kidding
That's a
me
lot
right
of
now?
champagne.
And then when you're passing
Yeah,
them out, you're going to have to pass them from the top.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, you can't even just go grab it. So
that'd
the
be
people
funny,
in the cherry pickers, you have probably loaded up trays and then brought the trays down to people, and they'd have to do that over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh, I'd love to be the one that just pulls the thing from like the bottom corner. That'd be so fun. Pull it and run away.
And that's when you end up in a Dubai prison for the rest of your life with
Yeah.
no phone call or
with,
anything.
With all the champagne you can drink.
That's craziness. So yeah.
Wow, yeah.
So that's a record.
lot of
That's a
champagne.
hell of a
Okay.
record there.
That's a good record.
Is a
I'll
fucking
recognize that record.
and a half right there. Good lord. Okay. Well, let's see if there's anything else before we end transmission. Last week there's a couple things that I didn't get to. I just want to make sure I'm not skipping over anything. Super awesome right now. We got fossils last week, the mushroom canoe.
Yeah, that mushroom canoe. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, these are actually really cool. Another Guinness World Record.
Oh, we saw that one.
We did?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, we did.
Did it?
Okay. This one, though, this is pretty dang cool. Iowa State announces it plans to 3D print an entire neighborhood.
Wow, no way.
Yes.
Cool.
This is so cool. They have the concrete 3D printers, essentially.
Okay, yeah.
And they are going to figure out how to reprint some neighborhoods that were really badly damaged from flooding. In 2019, there was severe flooding, and they were trying to figure out how to fix them. And they have this giant 3D printer which features an overhead gantry system with computer nozzle that dispenses concrete and can build an entire home in a matter of days. That is so cool.
That's super cool. I'm glad that they're doing that. Yeah, Roxy, they actually, one of the reasons they started messing with concrete was to build structures on the moon. I think it was NASA was the one that did it. It may have been an independent person that did it, but they created this machine that would suck up the dirt from the moon and convert it to cement that they could then 3D print, and it would roll around, and it basically made like big domes, like big concrete domes on the moon for the one that I read, and this was a few years back, but they kept working on it, and they can do it with cement, and it basically, you give it the floor plan of like the walls that you need printed, and it rolls around on these big tires and just squirts out like a layer of cement that is about it's a couple inches, maybe 2 inches thick, something like that, and then you go through and you can just smooth down the edges of it as it goes, or leave it kind of bumpy looking, but it just like layers up just like a 3D printer does, but it does it with a concrete.
Crazy.
It's trippy looking to watch it do it.
But
yeah,
so
it
cool.
came from them trying to print structures on the moon without having to have people there building things, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, and they said that, there's been a massive surge in pricing and demand for housing. Yeah. And they're trying to do lower cost house building. And that's so neat. They can just go like and build everyone's shit. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool. And then you don't really have, like, it cuts down on man hours to build a house. You can have it operating in the middle of the night, doing its thing.
I wonder about foundations and about, like, the structure itself. Like, is it metal beams? So does metal beams have to be built first or something, or any kind of wood, and then it does the concrete around it?
Yeah. From what I've seen, I don't know if they laid the foundation first, or if it's just like in a 3D printer where if like you're printing a box, it'll go and it'll print the bottom of the box, and then it just starts doing the edges. So it might just lay down a foundation and then build along that foundation.
Wow. But with no kind of like actual structure that it's filling in, so you don't have to build
stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm wondering like what other kind of materials don't have to be used in this, which is really cool if it cuts down on wood building materials and cuts down on metal and stuff like that. Like, that would be so cool.
Definitely gets rid of all that.
But I'm not sure how it would do that without having some kind of structure, because cement is fluid. So I would imagine you'd have some kind of structure maybe that you're filling in if you had like...
No, it's like it comes out in a paste. It's like a thick, like, viscous thing. It doesn't run like a cement.
Okay, so it's going to be thicker.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
and hopefully fast drying, too, because if you're just layering, like, how long is that going to take to dry? I mean, the Hoover Dam still has wet cement in the inside, which is concerning.
Oh, yeah.
By the way. So maybe it's some kind of, like, quick dry kind of thing. Okay, Dusty's going to send a video over, and we're going to check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool looking thing.
Yeah, we'll show all you guys, because that sounds super cool. Okay.
With a price guide of 2.5 to 2.7 million for this 3-bedroom home, eventually selling $1 million over reserve.
Done! Sold to you! With the price of houses skyrocketing out of control and putting a new home out of reach of most people.
Sold at auction for $2,740,000.
Companies have been trying to come up with cheaper solutions in the hope of overcoming the affordable housing crisis, such as small kit homes and shipping container homes. But one company by the name of SQ4D has designed an industrial-sized 3D printer to print a full-size house on location out of concrete.
Wonder World.
Look at it go!
So yeah, it just drops like a top layer, and it's thicker than normal concrete.
Okay, so they do have a frame. There is a frame.
Okay, they do have a frame.
The company can set up the 3D house printer at a build site in 6 to 8 hours and can print a 1,900 square foot home in under 48 hours.
1,900
The printer
square
lays
foot.
concrete layer by layer, creating the foundation and the interior and exterior walls of the house.
It creates the foundation too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fills it all in.
The 3D printed house comes with 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and an open floor plan. And because it is printed from concrete, its strength and durability exceeds that of conventional wood frame house constructions. Plus, the concrete that is used to print with is 2 to 3 times stronger than most brick and block homes. And the houses can be printed anywhere, on any block or land, even with elevations. There are many benefits to automating the construction of homes, including build speed and time on the job site. There is also added benefit of knowing exactly how much material is needed and extruding only that amount, radically reducing construction waste and lowering overall cost. So to give you an idea of savings, the 3D printed house is built at half the cost of conventional homes. And because it uses concrete and an autonomous 3D printing robot, this will help with issues such as lumber and labour shortages, like we are experiencing during the pandemic. When the house is finished, it has a ribbed look to it, just like most 3D printed objects. These ribs are the layers of concrete stacked on top of each other. Now you can choose to leave the ribbed look on the inside of your home and simply paint over it, or you can have traditional plaster walls installed over the top of the concrete.
Sure.
But on the outside of the house, you can leave it ribbed for a unique look, or colour them with paint, render, or cladding.
Totally, you got a blank canvas, put whatever you want on.
Have changed so many facets of life, just like robots in manufacturing, that build the cars we drive or devices we use. A robot printing your home is just the next step in robotics automation. They may not lower the cost of land, but they will make the house quicker, stronger, and cheaper to build.
That's awesome.
Super cool.
That is so cute. I love it. Good night, ladies.
Good night,
Sweet
lady.
dreams to you.
Yes. Thanks for hanging out
And
with
we'll
us.
see you Wednesday. It'll be so fun.
Yeah, we'll see you Wednesday.
Good night.
If
We
not,
love
in a
ya.
stream before then.
Yes. Well, there you go. On that note,
There you go.
we finished all of our super fun news.
That was awesome.
I agree. That was a really cool way to end it on something really good and positive. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Good, good.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for being here with us today. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us.
You guys are the
Everybody.
coolest. And we're gonna...
Including our lurkers. Yeah, quite a few lurkers who we appreciate and love.
Yeah,
We love all of you.
absolutely. Thank you, lurkers. You guys are great. So let's see. What else do we got to raid tonight?
Fetch was on.
She's done.
Oh, she's done. Okay. Glow stick Willie.
Glow stick's on. Yeah, well, let's do glow stick. That'd be great. Yeah, you guys stay tuned for Glow Stick Willie.
All right.
Thank
Thanks, lady.
you. Thank you
you
so
much.
much. Oh,
You're all the
I
best.
appreciate you. You're the coolest.
And we get a cuttlefish. Hooray.
Yeah.
Cuttlefish gift.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, that is the best. Seeing that pop up on the screen, it makes me so happy. Thank you. I'm so glad you were here, Natara.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm so
good
glad.
having you in here. Glad you
It is
came
so
back.
nice having people that love to hang out with us in this digital realm. It's awesome. But someday we'll hang out in real life, I promise.
One day.
And I would also love to give some mod love.
Mod love.
Mod love to Roxy, who is
Yeah.
the coolest and cutest and most talented, awesome mod that I've ever seen in my entire life. The best.
True. Pretty true.
She's the best. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Roxy. You're the best. And we will be back on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Alrighty, you setting up the read? Or
Oh, no, I can.
I don't know.
Cool. I'll do it.
You might be doing it. I'll do it as a race.
Oh, it's a race.
No, you're the best. I love all of ya. But yeah, it'll be fun to go check out Glow Stick Willie. They are a very cool band. So anybody that does not know about Glow Stick Willie, they are super fun. And they did Willie Fest a few months ago. And when Crimson Riot was on tour, they got to go play. Oh, Willie Town. I'm sorry. Willie Town.
Oh, yeah.
Willie Fest. What I'm talking about. Oh, That's great. So we'll just pop over there, and Dusty's pulling that up right now.
Did I get that right? Did I get this right?
Yep.
It says I got it right. Oh, it says I did it.
Perfect. All right.
I win.
Take care, everybody.
Yes. Good night to all of you.
We love you.
We're just going to go ahead and raid.
Okay.
We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Awesome. Bye, guys.